All right, let's party. Wow, how's it going, everybody? Welcome. I am melting. I am returning to liquid. How you nerds doing, though? How you nerds doing? Let me say hello to everyone. How you doing, Matthew? Congratulations on your first. How you doing, ours? How you doing? So I got a tiny bit of a cough. I'm doing all right. How you doing, Nintendo, over in YouTube land? How you doing? How you doing? Oh, hello, horror loving. How you doing, Adre Stay? How you doing, Echo? Welcome, everybody. Welcome. How you doing, Thor? How you doing, Burrito? Echo, what were you doing? Hello, Zwang? Pronouncing things is hard. But how you nerds doing? Welcome. If you do not know me, I'm Halbernot, the Mimic Elf, miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety. Though today, I'm doing Slanesh, baby. Let's go. How you doing, Laser Bears? How you doing? Yeah, to be fair, I did not build this guy on stream. It's me. It's Uncle Brother. I don't like that. That's a mistake. But yeah, Echo, what are you doing today? What was the thing you're doing? Oh, what's observation doing? Oh, it's like a spooky horror survival game. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So, for context, how you doing, Balthazar Guild? How you doing? So, there is a model called the Lord Kakophonist. It is available for 40k. And like, I didn't like the default one, and it was $40 to buy. So like, I decided to kitbash my own. I did this when I was sick last week, so there was no building stream or anything. Advanced funny number daily, I believe if you have 69 nices, you can, 69 first, you can get the advanced. It's either that or it's 420. There is a 421 as well. I need to double check on that. It's been a while. But yeah, so I used two. He has two left arms because in the Emperor's Children box they gave you too many left-handed screamer pistols. So whatever. So here, let me show you guys what the, let's see. Like, I wasn't that big of a fan of the original one. I'm partial a bit more to my Kitbash in general. So let me show you real quick. How you doing, Chuck Ray? Welcome. How you doing? Also, let me snooze ads real quick. So like for context, this is the default one. And it's like it's weird because like altogether I don't necessarily hate it. Just admit it's all right. Hey, I see what you're doing there. How you doing, Moss? Thank you for the sub. Thank you. How you doing? Yeah, I don't know. There's just like something weird about this one. I don't know why. I just didn't like it, so I made my own with hookers and extra screamer pistols. And they didn't, like, I'm doing the variant where you use a close combat weapon and you get 2 screamer pistols instead of like a energy weapon. So I winged it. Yippee. So today we paint. Let's go. Today we paint. So yeah, but hopefully you guys are doing good. I am how you doing, Turgle C? Hey, look at my beautiful, it's plastic. We got a resin hat, some resin pauldrons, and some resin backport things. So it's time. Ooh, yo, let's go. Hell yeah. Everyone's getting jobs and shit. Let's go. How you doing, it's a Charlie? How you doing? Welcome. I'd say this guy's wrong, but he ain't right. Waka. Oh god. Oh, Fozzie Bear. Still one of the good Muppets. But yeah. I was just thinking about that with the thing too. It's like, it's very funny with horror streamers where either they are like entirely numb to horror games, or they like, what do you do? Oh yeah, I do nothing but stream horror games. Do you shit your pants every time? Oh yeah, 100%. And I think Grimmy mentioned something like that. Like that is her bread and butter, and I think like every game makes her scream, and like honestly, good for her. Yeah, I think the regular Lord Kakophonist, I feel like if he was on a Terminator chassis, he would look better, but they just didn't decide to give. I even though you can run Terminators and Emperor's Children, I have to imagine that's more of like, oh, we don't have enough models. We don't have enough models to do this. Otherwise, this feels like a weird like oversight thing. But yeah, today we're gonna paint the lad. I don't know how far I'm gonna get with the lad today, but we're certainly gonna make an attempt. This one's based off of an older Chaos Lord, so he's like a little shorter compared to like some of the other models, but not too bad. Like for instance, Like compare, like I do like the backpack. I think is where the original one like hit. So yeah, compared to this one, like they're roughly about the same size. I think now Chaos Lords are like way bigger. This is my shop was like, hey, we're gonna sell this guy for like $20. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go for it. How you doing, Fitzy? How you doing? Welcome. It is painting time. But hopefully you guys are doing good. I am on day 2 of my guild vacation, and it's been good though. I had to do some mimic body maintenance today. I am very sore. But otherwise, I'm doing very, very legit. How you doing, Coffee? Welcome. How you doing? Yeah, I feel Shinry on that, Matthew. I feel like I mention all the time that like when I play through like the Silent Hill games, I'm always like, ooh, look at the lad. Look at the lad. And like when something jumps out, I'm usually not scared. I'm just like, oh, you motherfucker. How dare ye? I was trying to get through this walkway. Yeah, it's just starting to like it's been feeling like summer for a while, but it is where I am at currently. I would say roughly in the ballpark of 100 degrees. It's currently like 93 because we're on like the cresting end of the nights, but like besides that, it has been warm as shit, which has certainly been a thing. A little bit more of him. Yeah, everyone's gonna finally get a chance to party, and I'm now that you're all off for the summer. If you're not getting new jobs, I'm sure. I mean, it's plenty of time for your backlog, right? Hey, also, Adrian, say it. Thank you for the sub. Thank you. There should be and how you doing, Minida? Welcome. The war. See, no, I like it when it's warm. It's definitely like borderline way too warm where I'm at, but otherwise I do like warmth. I'm that kind of weirdo that likes a hot car. I'm like a weird lizard person. I enjoy a hot car. Whichever did remind me, I did get a hold. I wish I could show a picture of it. I was holding Nanners and she crawled up behind my head, and there was just like a pose where she was just wrapped fully around my head, and then just like her head was resting on my forehead, and I was just like, this is fucking adorable. God damn, my snake is cute. Aren't we all just but dogs in Cod's hot car? And we just keep making the car hotter. You keep it rabbit sales. Ooh, there you go. Let's go. I know very little about raising like snails and bugs, but like they do seem neat. I do feel that siren alert, like that siren song for like getting additional critters. I love me some additional critters. But like I'm like, yeah, but like, you know, Nanners is a good singular critter. So like I don't know if I need more critters to layer on top of that, but the temptation is there for sure. Oh, true, yeah. I guess yeah, Mike, like if my current car gets hot, it's warm, but it's not the worst. But yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, I do remember the black vinyl seats that would just like scald your skin. How you doing, Tronic? How you doing? Welcome. I guess I'll be honest, I don't know a huge amount about the different snail breeds. At one point, my family in the really distant past had snails. Yeah, I don't know. I could do bugs. I don't know if I could do roaches. I know you can buy specialty, like these ones are raised cleanly and they could be pets. Or some people were like, they could be pets or food, but like, no, I couldn't. I don't think I could do that. And how you doing, Duke? Welcome. Oh yeah, covering like, it's weird. I used to see a lot more windshield covers growing up. Now I don't really see them too often. Even during the winter, just like an external one that you could like flop on there so everything doesn't get like fucked up with snow and frost. I have one of those. It's really handy, but for some reason no one else near me uses one, and I don't know if it's because like I moved to my state and I'm not following like the regional requirements or whatnot. I don't know. But yeah, as far as the general idea for the lad scheme, I'm doing my usual like word bearsy Emperor's Children. So these are going to be like gold dry brush, probably going to have a lot more red than usual, and then maybe like a couple little black accents. We'll figure out. We'll figure out how this is going to look like all together. I'm gonna give it a couple coats and a couple goes, and we'll find out. Hey, look at what a cone snail looks like. I don't know cone snails off the top of my head. Ooh, yo, no, I've seen these before. Oh, I've seen these. Lads. Everything is like they're deadly venom, and I'm sure they're absolutely fucked up, but I gaze upon this form. Hold on, I'm gonna put this on screen. Like, just like look at how nice this lad is. Look at this flat fuck. This is an illustration of a flat fuck, but like, look at him. Love it. Excellent, good shit. How you doing, Looney Mo? Welcome. How you doing? I'm showing snails. Apparently it's real snail hours here. Absolute flat fuck. Yeah, I've had similar thoughts about pet rats, other than like my boy Peno is not technically a rat. He's an artificial construct, but like he gets the vibe down really well. But yeah, I feel you on that. So apparently, like I keep seeing things, and rats look really sweet pets, and they're really smart. You got to get them in groups of 2 because they're really social and they love to hang. And I'm just like, oh, well, that sounds great. But then yeah, you do remember that they don't live like super long. But like, you know, sometimes you just don't give a shit. It's about the enjoying the time you have. Like, we only have so much time anyway. So like, if you have 2 good years with a rat, that's 2 good years. Yeah. Oh yeah, isn't the one that like fires like a poison dart? I know they said he was like stupid venomous, but I didn't actually look at like the delivery mechanism for the venom. There we go. I'm gonna start getting all the little red areas. I'm probably gonna go back and hit all the rims with the purple so I could do like the gold dry brush bullshit. The one downside to doing a chaos Chaos Lord base like this guy is because it's based off of like not Emperor's Children are surprisingly chill on trim. The actual like mainline Chaos Space Marines, no such thing. I mean, yeah, that is fair. That's fair. Oh yeah, no hamsters. Yeah, I only had bad experience with hamsters. I got the thing that, like, you know, whenever an adult's like, you know, we want to, like, you know, you love animals, little baby Hal, and we want to see how you do with a pet. So they got me a hamster. And the problem with the hamster is it only lived in one section of its cage, and it just proceeded to like it had what was called the lazy lookout, which is more or less just like a little tower on the top of its base, like just with a little ring. And it would just do nothing but go up there and shit forever. And like I didn't know how to get it to stop because I was a child, and my parents didn't know how to get it to stop because they didn't care. And it just was a horrible experience for everyone. Then I think like at one day they're like, hey baby Hal, you mind if we just like sell your hamster? And I was like, yeah, I don't mind. This is honestly kind of a shit pet. Like it was like no offense to Big Ham, who is cool. I assume Big Ham is a way cooler hamster than the one I had, but still. The points to take off 5. Holy shit. Okay, that's stupid venomous then. I have the STLs. I recently got a better nozzle for my 3D printer, and I've been looking to like replace that. I tried to do that thing again. There's STLs of a oh god damn it, we got ad break. Blah. I'll wait till after that and I'll explain. My bullshit ideas. Where back does the hand guard go? And something like that. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. Couple is a little bit messy, so I need like, I don't know. I'm at that like really early stage that I could just fuck around and not worry too much about some of the details. All right, we're back. Yay! I have heard of pistol shrimps. Pistol shrimps fuck. I love that they punch, like, they basically like boil the water they're in. They punch so hard, right? It's like something to that degree. They're definitely rad. Downside clean crew is running a machine to clean the carpets. Oh damn. Yeah, it's a Peno is a familiar. He's not a real creature of flesh and blood. I love him to pieces, but he's like not exactly a regular ass rat. Which probably for the best. A little bit more. I've got like good grip points with this guy. Do I want to do like the little like mini stand thing? I don't know. I'll find out. Creative Commons license, so no one tries to do that. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah, I know creative license stuff can be a headache if you're not like all up in that, but I think the effort was noble. I think the effort was noble to get there. Let's not know Dr. Hidaka. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. They're real. I think it's just because like there's like a list of like, yeah, if you're a nerd, you know about certain cool animals, and that was like pistol shrimp are up on there. My favorite weird ocean creature, probably one of them, is still the Portuguese man of war. I read about it when I was younger and I was fascinated. They're like, well, it's actually not even one animal. It's a like colony creature made of like dozens, like untold numbers of like little microscopic creatures that are like in like technically different species that just form a conglomerate floating, like death ball. I was always fascinated by the concept because like you don't see that very often. It's just like such a rare concept to exist. Yeah, they got the really fast stuff. They also, if I remember right, Pistol Shrimp have like I believe Pistol Shrimp also have a thing where like their vision is stupid good. Like they're seeing spectrums that like we couldn't even possibly understand, like that like level of like bullshit. Yeah, they got the snap. You got the snap. Yeah. I got hit by that off-Kai FOMO real bad. I think when it comes to like parasocial stuff, like I mean, for one thing, especially once you're in the indie sphere, a lot of things, like I do think that like the indie sphere doesn't understand what parasocial means. It's like if you do talk to someone, that's not parasocial. That's just social after a while. Like the parasocial is always like the people that are like, oh yeah, I like the ones that get like McElroy like embroidered pillows and talk about the boys like that they were there and they have ever interacted. I think a lot of people just like, you know, you just interact with people in indie VTuber squares. I mean, mind you, that has its own like whole like social thing going on, but it's not that bad. How you doing, Toka? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, pistol shrimp. You get the mantis shrimp. You get you eat a regular shrimp. It's unfortunate you got cool shrimp and then you got the regular shrimp, which is delicious and I love it, but it is not nearly as cool as like any other shrimp, like not even slightly. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? I'm working on this lad. Yeah, it's because like the idea with parasocial is that like you are applying like a social level to basically someone who doesn't know you exist, like and it's not necessarily always negative, but let's say a theoretical person, it's like, man, like Pekora gets me through the dark times, but also like when I wake up, I like it's I don't know, it's like if you're at work and you like introduce someone you've never talked to as like your friend, like that's parasocial, like that or like, you know, work one, whatever. That's usually when that kind of thing hits. Oh yeah, spots Echo stations. They're the little gribbly critters. Echo's gonna be farming them. She told me like, how I'm gonna have 300 isopods and I'm gonna make them race. I'm converting my backyard into a Grand Prix for isopods, and I was like, Echo, that feels like a lot of work. And then she slapped me through the internet. It was fucked up. No, Echo is getting isopods. She didn't say any of this stuff. I'm very excited to see those though. It's fun. Like I said, like growing critters seems like a lot of fun. Growing critters seems like a lot of fun. I can't grow any more critters. Yeah, she will milk them though. That's true. That's absolutely true. God, I haven't been to a Red Lobster in so long. Every now and then I feel the siren song of Red Lobsters, and it's not really anything to do with Red Lobsters. I just like seafood, and I was raised white trash, so my brain is like, that's where you get seafood at. I'm like, no. How you can get seafood anywhere? Yeah, no, but Red Lobster, you get the seafood and you get the biscuits. Oh, you got them all right? Oh, fuck yeah, let's go. Is one side or lopsided? Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, that's happened before. There are people that like have like successfully adopted lobsters from like grocery stores. I also saw a lady recently make like had mud skippers, and she had this like really elaborate tank for them that would simulate high and low tide. And I was like, that's really fucking cool. Actually, I really like that. It was really neat. right on this guy. I have to let him dry off a little bit in a couple spots. It's got a lot of color variety, which is good, but also like picking out that color variety is going to be a bit of a pain. Like he's got like trim and tubes and like base color. Oh, I didn't realize Red Lobster was going bankrupt. I guess that wouldn't be too surprising. I would not be surprised that they were going bankrupt. Yeah, was it like carcinization or something like that, where like everything returns to crab, and then there's reverse carcinization where crabs just slowly morph into other critters. The cycle of crab is a beautiful, wonderful thing. Yeah, I whenever I see like any sort of short form content of like, hey, this weird beast, I raised it. I'm always like, man, it's not even necessarily has to be like a weird beast. I think another one I've been seeing a lot are ferrets. When I was younger, I really wanted a ferret. I wanted a ferret so bad, and I just never committed because I was warned repeatedly to how they're needy as shit and they stink. And I was like, okay, fine. Guess I won't get a ferret. And that drive never went away, but it was never as strong as like my drive to get a snake. I wanted a snake since I was 8, and I got a snake. And I gotta say, no regrets. Getting snake was a great idea. I still think maybe getting a ferret would be a mistake to some degree. Yeah, ferrets I think are just like generally pretty high maintenance overall. So yeah, I'm okay with not if I never get a ferret, but I do like every now and then I'll see like I'll see like a video where it's like that, or like owls too. I know you can't really raise owls because like, you know, they're typically like they're not pets. Owls aren't pets. But whenever I see like owl rescue stuff, I'm always like, but I want one. But guys, I want one. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they got like breeding issues and stuff. Yeah, exactly. They're tube rats, which means that things that feast on rats are just gonna be like, ooh, thank you for your long rat. Cats with thumbs. Ooh, I mean that description sounds adorable, but yeah, I can also imagine like the mischief. The mischief of cats with thumbs sounds like it could be really, really intense. So many little gubbins. Oh man, but they were insane savage creatures. See, I always heard they were high maintenance. I don't doubt the insane savage creatures. I just kind of always heard the opposite. That like they're needy as shit, and you need to play with them constantly, or they'll fucking get big sads and die. Which seems to be true for a lot of animals. Like a lot of rodents are very social critters. Like, you know, you want to keep them happy, or else they get the big sads and die. Which is like, you know, I love Nanners. I love Nanners. She could not give less of a fuck if I exist. And like, you know, sometimes that's fine. Sometimes that's nice. I could wake up, be like, hey, Nanners. She looks at me, uncomprehending what her life is, and then I go about my day. How you doing, Nitro? Welcome. How you doing? See, I don't know. There's like a couple of pets that I think I would like. Like, I would like if I kind of want like a dog. I feel like at some point I would like to get a dog, but I also am like a single person with like a chemically dangerous house. So I don't think I could give a dog like the love and area. Like I could give it the love it deserves, but I think like the attention is going to be harder, which sounds weird to compare those as different things, but like, you know, I'm a busy lad and stuff like that. So like I just don't think a dog would be able to get as like much attention as it needs. I don't know what I think the last time I was looking, I'm generally one of those people that like, yeah, if I was getting a dog, I would just like adopt one from the shelter and I wouldn't be super picky on the breed. But I'm not gonna lie, if I had a choice, it'd probably be a Borzoi because I love those long fucks so much. What am I do for your claw, buddy? He's got this claw. I'll wait on that for a bit. Yeah, I love me a stupid noodle creature. Ooh. Ah, gotcha. So you had to keep them like separated and stuff like that. Produce for your allergens, yeah. I am also allergic to cats. I'm allergic to everything except for pine trees and dogs. Because my body was not designed for this world. Yeah, exactly. A lot of people, yeah, Yeah, keeping track of a dog, cat or a dog are one thing exactly, but like something that's like way more like needy and like energetic is also kind of tricky. I do also like those hairless cats though. I'm not gonna lie, I love me a goblin cat. I know those have like, I know those are nice because they are like pretty like low allergen, but also they are like, you know, they're a cat with no hair. They got very specific needs, but I love those goblin fucks. I got you. I mean, that makes sense. Like, it's like, I know growing up there were definitely a lot of people that like, hey, do you want a dog? Yeah, okay, just go to the street. You're gonna get a dog. What kind of dog? A dog. Enjoy your a dog. And I was like, I like that. Oh, that's how I got my first cat. It was just like somebody's cat had kittens, and they're like, would you like a cat? And then we were like, yeah. So I got a cat. I mean, those are all very good for mimixes. Yeah, the Sphinx cats seem like they need a lot of, like, bathing and, like, special ointments and whatnot, but, like, man, do I love them. Very nice. They're very nice. I think I'm still, like, deep down, like, a very, very animal person. Yeah, I've heard greyhounds are relatively chill dogs because they do, like, they were, like, kind of bred for racetracks? Also, this is Vallejo Black Gray, and this is Vallejo Black Gray. I think they changed the formula just slightly, because I'm noticing, like, one Black Gray is a little darker than the other. Might just need to be spread out a little bit. And I've been finding that I'm losing a lot of colors that like my German dark camo. It's like German camo dark brown that I'm running out of, and I use that as like my darkest brown. And it's like, the color still exists, but I think the formula's changed slightly. Am I gonna play the new? Oh yeah, that's called The Secret of the Mimic or whatever. Probably not. Probably not. I've never played a Five Nights at Freddy's game, so I feel like jumping into that one would be weird and confusing. And I'm gonna be real. I don't have any real. My only interest in Five Nights at Freddy's is every now and then ending up on the wiki. Every now and then I'll end up on the wiki, and I was like, oh yeah, this is the thing with, like, ghost children and whatever, and it's, like, talking about, like, soul cubes and whatever the fuck. I'm like, what is happening here? Like, I understand when you release, like, 3 million games that the, like the lore builds up, and there's also, like, novels and other bullshit, but it's, like, that part I'm fascinated by in just, like, a curiosity sort of way. I do need to do that DLC, though. So, in terms of games... sorry, I just got a big hiccup. Oh, let's shake this a bit more. I can just use this color, actually. So, here's sort of where I'm at in terms of games, right? Silent Hill 3 is, barring something wild, going to be finished on Thursday. I have caught back up... Basically, in Silent Hill 3, I've caught back up to the amusement park where the Haunted Mansion is. And I'm probably going to continue to finish that part, like catch back up again to get to the church and then wrap that up and then play some Void War. So then that'll be open. And then I don't know how much XCOM I have left. I see the enemy mothership. Like, there can't be that much more XCOM, right? So, you know, I don't know. I can't get scared by scary games. I just look at the horrid monsters and I'm just like, look at that lad. Look at that lad. I'm gonna mention Neil Barina's like, yay! Oh, did you bust out the Neil Barina? Hey, let's go. How you doing, Jay? Welcome. I do need a bug Ranon again, because like when I rated him last time, he was like how I want to do Lancer. And I know a couple people that I think want to do Lancer, so I just need to like reach out and get that organized again. Oh wait, what? No, wait a minute, Resident Evil is full of jump scares. Resident Evil is arguably more jump scares than regular horror. Yeah. Skaven and a dog. What is this? What is this going to be? A rat? Oh. No, I activate my angry. But yeah, I don't know. So yeah, maybe I was thinking maybe like after. The question is after XCOM is if I do XCOM 2. I think that's the real question for that one. I was actually thinking after Silent Hill 3 of maybe doing Illbleed. I heard Illbleed is like a really gonzo Dreamcast horror game that also like influences, like had like pretty good influences for a lot of different people. And it like on first glance, that seems like the kind of bullshit I'm into. Hey, it's all good, Hidaka. How you doing? Yeah, it's like I think it might be for other systems, but I know it's definitely, I believe, on the Dreamcast. And I think it has something to do with like a haunted carnival. I've managed to not be spoiled much about it, so I don't really have like specific details. But yeah, see, exactly. I heard it was bonkers. Oh yeah, no, there is a XCOM like FPS game, but it's like a very abnormal one. Very, very, very atypical. Get some. How about we get some skin cloak going? Like, you, buddy. I also miss my Dreamcast. I had a Dreamcast, but like when I was in college, I got real desperate for money, so I had to sell it off. And I sold it. I bought it for like $30 because I bought it from like shit-ass teenager who didn't know what it was worth. And then the price I sold it for was also not great because, like, you know, when you're desperate, you can't really like dictate the price. I would love to get another one at some point, but I also, like, you know, I find that I don't need physical consoles as much these days, so it's not like the worst is the worst. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could also like, I can grip it like that, actually. That sounds like a pretty better idea. Well, for me, it wasn't even college loans. I had a thing in college where, like, I graduated and I didn't get a job, like, right out. So I was working for a professor guy, and he basically would pay me every other week, except sometimes he would forget. And, like, you know, I'm like, hey, I need paid. And he's like, I'll get around to it. And, like, rent was due. Like, really soon. And you can't be like, I'm sorry, the professor didn't pay me rent. I don't know what you want from me, because, like, you know, that's not an excuse you can tell literally anyone. Yeah, oh god, yeah, selling magic cards is always tricky because, like, sometimes they'll just shoot up like that. During that same era, I sold, like, basically all the Eldrazi Titans and a couple of other big magic. It was like the Eldrazi Titans, Dam, and Elish Norn back when she was worth something. Damnation, not Dam. Sorry, I forgot. Dam is a really cool card, but it was not Damnation. How you doing, Chocolate? How you doing? I think crabs have to be angry so they can survive. I don't think crabs will ever not be angry. Yeah. At this point, I would like want one just to have it, but like I definitely, I don't know. It's low on my list of things to get these days. Playhouse of the Dead on Dreamcast with light guns. See, that does sound like fun. That your LGS's like video game pile is like genuinely buck wild to me. Like I have a really good LGS. I love my LGS to pieces. It does not have a full on like retro video game corner. Like set up exactly like growing up, like everybody would have their games basically rearranged exact same way the Mini Dial store would be like. See, they did reprint the crap out of the Eldrazi, but like they're still expensive. Because, like, Wizards of the Coast has done that thing where they convinced people that, like, Eldrazi is power. And some of the Eldrazi are really good. A lot of them are just kind of, like, more, like, win more or, like, whatever cards. But, like, you know. They did it in a way that, like, you could still, like, if anytime they reprint Ugin, he's going to be worth, like, $1 billion. Well, actually, more like a less Ugin, more, Kozil. No, not Ugin. No. No, it is Ugin. No, not Ugin, fuck. Emrakul, Kozilek, Ulamog. Sorry, Ulamog. God damn it, I was very close. I was like, what? That's not right. Yeah. And that's only gonna get cheaper because, like, it's weird. Like, the Final Fantasy set is a standard set. It's going to get reprinted, but because it's, like, so, like, low on stock, the highs are high, but the lows are low, because people who do get the packs want to crack them for cool shit. Yeah, there we go. How you doing, V-Architect? How you doing? I'm getting the lad. Yeah, I should have used this little, like, standy thing a little earlier. That would have saved me some time and some, like, chipping. Yeah, I don't know. I've also seen people do weird stuff. I will fully admit that, like, I have no context for anything with Roblox. I've played Roblox once for a collab, and that was because that was just where a Squid Game thing was at. Like someone did like the big Squid Game like event before someone made like a standalone game that was like that. And I still look at it, and it's just like this like whole other fucking world to me. It's bizarre. Like I know a lot of people that are like they grew up with it, and like there's like now like second generation like Roblox players. It just catches me off guard because it's like that's like a reasonably big cultural pillar on the internet, like stuff that's like way too like young for me, but like, you know, for a lot of people that is like internet culture, which is buck wild. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's funny because yeah, people didn't realize that there was a Final Fantasy card game already, so they're like, oh, I didn't know you could get a cloud card. Like you could have got a cloud card for like years, my guy, but whatever. But yeah. Yeah, see how Pokemon card investment stuff works is wild, because it really is just like, I like Squirtle, so I bought Squirtle card. And as like a Magic player, I'm like, is the Squirtle card any good? They're like, what do you mean any good? Are you going to play with the Squirtle card? Oh god, no. I'm going to put him in a binder and just like look at him. Which is like a little bit more innocent, but also a little bit just kind of crazy to me. Fuck you. How the fuck does this shit work? How you doing, Jedi? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Stonks. I mean, most of the scalpers are like pretty obvious because like, you know, they're like rolling up to like a card store with like a billion. Like you'll just see someone just like unloading stuff into a fucking like shopping cart, and then like poor little Timmy is like, but I want to buy the card with the I don't know. I wish I knew any of the Pokemon from like the newer game, but whatever. Yeah, just like I want to get me a Charizard. You know, saying a Charizard is going to be like eternal. Like that's just going to be Charizard pandering will be forever. And then they're just like, sorry, little Timmy, this guy with way more disposable income than you can possibly comprehend is going to clear out the stock. Fuck. Yeah, I did see that there's like a Friday Night Magic promo where there are like a Final Fantasy card game card and a Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy card game card that like you connect the promos together and they fit. And I for a while I was seeing that, I was like, are these just two? Was this like an Easter egg an artist did where they just happened to make the promos connect? I was like, no, it's like they did it on purpose. They legitimately did it on purpose, which I'm like, that's kind of bananas that Wizards would acknowledge another card game like that. Like I would have never seen that coming in like a million billion years. God, I gotta get into like into the depths. This guy is not another one of those like there is no way I could have put him together with any amount of sub assemblies, but because of that I will suffer. There we go. Let's see, there we go. Oh, it definitely does. Like Magic does definitely have a bigger market share and stuff like that. Yeah, the competitive Pokemon, like I mean, it's not as bad as competitive Yu-Gi-Oh, where like you know. You get like fucking like 30 negates on turn 1 or whatever, but like yeah, I don't know. I would be curious to see what it looked like, because I know there was that like pocket game or whatever that people were playing, and I don't know how sweaty people get on that. Here we go. Like his back is still dripping, and I might need to figure out what colors I want to do. I might want to let him dry a little bit. I'll let him dry a little bit. Just like one fucking dude. I hate that shit. I hate that shit so much. How you doing, Dash Shift? How you doing? Welcome. I mean, your dad's right, Tronic. Like, I mean, like, I like Magic, but like, if my local group was like, we don't want to play Magic anymore, we're gonna play war games, I'd be like, yeah, let's do that instead. How about, yeah, you know, Astro Wolf, how you doing? So, how about a little bit of Trench Crusade while I'm waiting for him to dry? It shouldn't take too long. How about, you know, look, I made an observer. Wow, look at this really cool observer. Wait, is that TV's Ryan Gosling? Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I made Ryan Gosling observer. Thank you for the 100 stretch. So I could use that. Ah, there we go. Paint him red and black. I could do that actually. I could totally do that. Maybe like black cape and like red armor. I could get that going. That actually let me reuse a lot of colors that are already on my palette, so that would actually be nice. He's not dry. He's in charge. Hell yeah. I'm actually like blanking on which. So I've seen Blade Runner 2049. Oh, I guess because I mean the other option was painting them like, you know, fuck it. Actually, I don't care. I'll at least do a little. I'll do red metal because I could just do some dry brushing on that later. Yeah, everywhere that's armor, I'm just gonna paint red. It's not like obviously like a metallic bit. Yeah, I think the only Ryan Gosling movie I've legitimately ever seen him in is Blade Runner, which I enjoyed actually. I actually did enjoy the Blade Runner 2049, I believe was the name. I like that. I did like that one. I was like, I understand why people are like really attached to this performance. I get it. I'm not like a big actor guy. Like I don't watch movies because an actor's in them. And I'm like, usually I'm just bad with remembering actor. Like I know big actors, but like, I don't know. The kind of people they're like, oh yeah. This actor was in like this movie and this movie. And then in like 1987, they were in this movie. And in 1989, they had the cocaine problem when they weren't in any movies. But in 1994, they came back to this other movie. I wish I could do that. I like that's like what I consider like a very social like a very social acceptable nerd skill that I think is really impressive. That I lack like any ability to do anything like that. Like it seems like it'd be neat. Oh, the BattleTech like the war game or like just the video games? But either way, hell yeah, let's go. It's definitely gonna need another coat, and that's fine. Oh, what boss are we fighting? What game are you playing? Anyway. Let's see, there we go. Oh, the tabletop. Hey, let's go. That's like someday maybe I would like to get into it just because like I know my area has a scene and it feels like a waste to not take advantage of that. But I've also been real big on Trench Crusade. Ooh baby, last Trench Crusade game. Cash monies be upon me. I've been doing our Trench Crusade campaign has been going really well lately. I've been really happy that it's like taking off. It feels really cool to get that going. I'd like to go. That's unfortunate to hear that it didn't go great. Because PAX is a convention I think would be neat. I'm also still suffering off Kai FOMO. Apparently, people are looking to put a VTuber convention together for the East Coast. I don't know like if that's something that would even be done in time for next year, but I'm really hoping that becomes real. Because like every convention's in the fucking West Coast other than MagFest, and it makes me sad. Because it's like, yeah, just like a lot of people are like, yeah, I just live around here, it's fine. Meanwhile, like I gotta fly across the states if I want to attend. Yeah, it looks cool. It doesn't have enough. Yeah, no, that's a lot of different war games. That's a lot of different war games for me. Once again, though, I am very lucky. I will fully admit that I am very blessed, and my local scene has like an insane amount of players for various games. So I might need to like lean in a little bit. All up in there. Oh, like your like D&D like derivatives or like their like homebrew stuff? Generic fantasy games like I guess Heartbreakers for fantasy. Oh, I got too far on some other bits. I know Heartbreakers for fantasy still exists, but I just don't think they exist in like the same degree as they used to. There were people in just like the fucking like 80s and 90s that are like D&D sucks, and you're like, yeah, okay, like it sucks because the polearms information is not as detailed as I would like. You're like, wait, what? Yeah, polearms should have like way more stuff, and you know what? We should actually make everything way more complex. Oh yeah, Daggerheart. Yeah. Daggerheart's a game that like I don't think I would ever play, but I don't disagree with the reason for it existing. I totally understand the context of like we're running a business, that like Daggerheart makes a lot of sense. Cyborg seemed neat. I don't know. I was not super like I ran Morkborg originally, like way back when, and it was definitely like a very bare bones system. But I could see Cyborg having like more to do with it. There we go. Red Gosling reel. Rebring it. I only have banger songs on this playlist. What are you talking about? Let me switch my waters around. Bro, what did she do to you? She took the kids. Ugh. All right. He's got a dick plate, which I think the dick plate might... I think the big skull should also be purple when I dry brush it, so put a little bit right there. There we go, there we go, there we go. Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, out of all my models that I did Kitbashes for, I do think I get the most people who are like, Hal, this is Styrian Moloch, fuck super hard, tell me your secrets. And I'm glad to oblige. So it's like I was when I did that little shit post of a project, I was not expecting people to like it nearly as much as they did. So it makes me happy to hear that. It does make me happy to hear that. So why is that red still pooling down there? It did not even do it that thick. I thought anyway. Whatever, we can do that. Rat-a-tat. There we go. I'm reaching for the pedal a lot today. I feel like you're making up for lost, like, pun time. You just got, like, a lot of little details, so my brain is, like, getting lost in the sauce of, like, what to do. I think what I need to do now is do metal. Like, because I think the metal, for the most part, is just going to be, like, on the power pack. And then I can do, like... the little, like, flesh tubes and whatnot around that. There we go. Oh, I like Radagat way better. You're workshopping puns in other VTubers chats. Oh, yo. This is a cool lad. This is a cool lad. Let's see. E-Fantasy. I don't know if I know about my head. Hold on. Name doesn't super ring a bell. Ooh. Oh, that guy looks rad as shit. My actual like knowledge of specific Minotaurs is definitely like really lacking. Yeah, so this guy's a Lord Kakophonist because I did not want to pay G-Dubs $40 for the base model. Because I need one. It didn't come in the starter box, and I was like, well, my local shop had a used Chaos Lord, which is what the base is. Can we start his hair? Yeah, I do. Previously for his shoulders, he had this hammer and this plasma pistol, which I removed. Mostly fine. This shoulder pad got fucked up a little bit, but still usable for other Kitbashes in the future. And I used 2 Screamer pistols from the Noise Marine kits because... oh yeah, I didn't need to know. We'll have to come back to that later. Because for some reason, all these were like, hey, clearly you want to give your, like... if I remember right, the Noise Marines, you can give, like, their leader... you can give their leader some stuff. Like, you can give their leader, like, a melee weapon and a, like a melee weapon and, like, a, like, Screamer pistol instead of a, like, one of the blasters. Which you'll never do because Noise Marines are a ranged unit. So, like, if your Noise Marines get in a melee, like, having better melee for one guy is not going to be worth. What's going to be worth is that, like, you and the entire squad just start blasting before the enemy even gets in range. So I was like, okay, so I got 2 Screamer pistols. They're both right-handed though. I think one of these might be from the Lord Exultant. I don't know, but yeah, I have the set comes with a lot of left-handed Screamer pistols, which is why I went for 2. Yeah, it's like exactly the character prices. It's like I like painting characters more than like infantry, but yeah, no, the fact that it was just like $40 for one model, I was like, no, I'm good. I'm good. And like, I'm just using that like soft restriction of like, well, somewhere in the depths of each of my Emperor's Children models, it was Games Workshop plastic. It just doesn't need to be like the exact Games Workshop plastic, as long as like in the very end, you're like, oh yeah, no, this looks right. As long as the plastic shape is like vaguely in the same size. So that's what I did. I also like, we were just talking earlier about like the actual model. I'm not a big fan of it. It's probably like my biggest miss out of the entire line. I think like everything else I'm like generally jazzed for out of the Emperor's Children release, but that one is not it. Also, I just gave him a random tube. I'm probably going to make that glow at some point. There was no like real thought process behind that tube. I'm not going to lie. I just had a tube and I just put it there because I could. But you know, sometimes you do that. Yeah, yeah, for like Horus Heresy, that makes sense. Yeah, for like where it's like, all right, you're getting your squad's getting charged. That's when you let out Sergeant B-Fuck with his power fist and his artificer armor. You're going to duel. But yeah, no, in like 40k, no, that doesn't make any sense. Unless they change that for 11th edition to be more like Horus Heresy, which I doubt it. I imagine 11th edition's like, it's weird because like it's according to the GW schedule, it's probably going to drop soon. Like info about it's going to drop soon, but they're like still releasing shit. Like there's still armies getting codices, so it's like, well, are they going to make me make this one longer? Are they just going to say fuck it? We're Games Workshop, time new people who got jazzed for the setting. Oh, Sergeant Fuck Knuckle is way better. Holy shit, yeah, that like pretty much, yeah, it's exactly that. Where like the sergeant will have like one bitchin' piece of gear because like he's going to be the guy that duels. So, not going to take a super long time, but like I have a bunch of metal and Observer Ryan Gosling needs that metal on a couple spots. I'm gonna do that right now. My God, it's Fuck Knuckle with the steel chair. I know that line, but I don't think I've ever heard it spoken by the right person, like the actual person. I don't think it's Vince McMahon, but in my head I can see Vince McMahon, and like I know Vince McMahon as like a guy. I don't know if I can make a Vince McMahon voice. Like I've seen so many pictures of the man. I know he's basically like an animatronic powered by cocaine. But if you ask me like what he sounds like, I don't know if I could like recreate his voice. Oh, J.R. Jim Ross. I didn't even get the right guy. Exactly. Gotcha. See, this is what I'm talking about. I don't know. Wrestling continues to be a big weak point in my life, even though I think on paper I would really like wrestling. It's just like goofy melodrama and like body slams. Yeah. Both of those things sound cool. I'm down for both. But I just don't think I ever just like sat down and be like, all right, I'm going to start with like, I don't know. I think people like still recommend Attitude Era. I don't know. Or maybe that's the wrong one. There's like a couple of eras. And I know that like a lot of people are like, you should start with one of the classic ones and just kind of work your way up to taste. The one with like Triple H and like Stone Cold Steve Austin and stuff like that. I think that was the one that like gets recommended a lot. To date, the only real wrestling thing I've seen at like a decent amount of is just the Shockmaster introduction, because I show that to people because I love it. I love the Shockmaster introduction so much. It's so good. It's so fucking good. It's such a fucking disaster. Yeah, it's got that same kind of like bullshit comedic levels of like hype and like comedy and whatnot. It like I would not be surprised. I've seen like a decent amount of weebs that are into it. A little red spot over there. Look at Mr. Russell. Look at him. Look at the camera froze. Yeah, it's just like he just like fell through a fucking like paper door wall. So good. I think my camera's beginning to shut down more and more. It's not the actual camera itself, it's the connector. I hopefully don't need to buy a new one of those. I don't know what the shelf life on one of these is. Alright, there we go. Here is Mr. Gosling. Oh, I want to spin him. There we go. This is the power of ABS like resin, everyone. I'm gonna get some meat tubes. I believe my meat tube recipe is going to be deep magenta for like 1 drop. And then Griffin Claw for the other drops, I think. Sounds about right. Big Austrian man for the World Heavyweight title because Austrian man insults his parenting. Oh, that's glorious. How you doing, nobody? How you doing? I'm back to painting. The lad. Lad has turned out very, very, very lad-like. He's got so many details that are clustered in very small areas, so this is going to be a very interesting paint for sure. Yeah, he is very meaty. He both already had a lot of meat, but I also did my signature PVA and Elmer's, like PVA glue and super glue to like fuse some of the bits together, especially like around the arms and stuff like that. Who's those together? Oh yeah, 1 drop of each creates like a pretty good pink that I can use for that. He do be thick. It's because like I think he's a, I don't know what gen of Chaos Space Marine this guy is. I don't think he's one of the newer Chaos Lords. I don't think he's one of the newer ones for sure. But I think he's from like the era previously, which makes him on the thicker side. Now if I just see any funky flesh effect or tube, I will hit it up with this. Now I definitely did a lot near like the neck, vector port, get some of the legs. These are clusterfuck of colors, but fuck yeah, let's go. Also, congratulations on your streak. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Some college students are good 8% of yes, no questions or yes. Is that like is it like the test was made that way, or people were just throwing out yeses just kind of willy-nilly and you're realizing that? I see like a little bit that's good. Color. Something like that. It's being made that way. Okay, well that's good then. That should be like easy to. Oh, you're prepping. For a split second, I thought you were grading it, but okay, that sounds good then. I'm glad you're prepping a test that should be easy for you to deal with for grading and whatnot later. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. I'm currently painting my horrid meat man. And his horrid meat colors. What a horrid meat lad. He's some sort of super meat boy. I haven't played Super Meat Boy in a while. I'm still kind of surprised that Mugenics is coming out, which is made by because it was like Edmund and stuff did Meat Boy and then Isaac. Oh, the meat tube goes under and then there is a chaos spike. God, why? I thought this is a good idea. Why did I think this is a good idea? Why do I keep... Hold on. I can like putting him over here. I'm gonna do a thing real quick. Alright, it's gonna shake a little bit, but this should be slightly more comfy for like the position I keep finding myself painting in, so that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Yeah, he do be like you know, when people are like, I want my steak like, you know, rare, and they kind of fuck it up and like, here's your blue steak. It's him, John Blue Steak. That'll be his name. That'll be his name. No, I'll definitely forget before it gets to that point, but yeah, it'll be fine. Bits. That little bit over here. And you can see, because the first arm fit well into the 3D printed pauldron, but then the other one was like, well, I guess I was kind of surprised. I was like, well, he's gonna look stupid with this extra arm, and I was like, you know, the whims of chaos and whatnot, so I wasn't super worried. They fit relatively well. Like I was kind of surprised how well it just kind of slid in. Like he doesn't look that unbalanced, I don't think. Like, he's definitely a thick boy and everything, which probably helps a little bit. So just like, you know, taking a thick boy and adding some thickness to him doesn't really like change the formula too much. I'm not really shaking things up. Yeah, exactly. It's just he just chaos things. Like, man, if I had to do this for like an Imperial model where it's like, well, I'd have to like try to like saw the gun out and like, you know, like make sure I put it on the right hand and what. Huge pain in the ass, but this one I could just be like, fuck it, he got 2 arm. I get deep in the folds. The deep in them chaos folds. Let's make him look. Luckily, what I'm gonna do eventually is come back on the pink and hit it with more like just the base flesh color. Eventually, I want the flesh to be more like a sickly white, if anything else. Surprised how well, yeah, I'm surprised how well the arm slid into the sick boy. I know what you're trying to do. I see your plots and your schemes, and they will not work on me. For I am too pure of heart. I am too pure of heart for your trickery. You know me, a Vtuber man, pure, well known for pure of heart. I don't know why both games got the RBD's DLC. I'm gonna be real. Games Workshop is terrible at making minis line up to the releases of their games. Like, if they were smart, they would have had a Titus mini ready to go when fucking Space Marine 2 dropped. And like, that motherfucker came out like, I think like a couple months later. And that stupid like Target board game, and then now I think you can buy them separately for like $40 because they're high. No, like Games Workshop like could easily like, you know, like integrate, like, you know, I understand that there's some stuff that you could definitely coordinate those a lot better. How you doing, D'Angelo? How you doing? Yeah, like the fucking time limit on that, or like they could have released like a Rogue Trader set. There's like so many options. They could have made, like, the Rogue Trader crew as, like, a kill team or something like that. Like the amount of crossover opportunities that have been presented to them from video games is massive. And they just don't ever really fully encapsulate them. Like, they just don't do it right. Blue steak is terrifying. Yeah, I don't know. I like me a rare steak. I can't imagine going blue. Like, for me, it's not even like a fucking, like, food standards thing. I just, like, you know, at that point, you are just chewing, like, mostly raw meat. My palate's not quite at that. I know there is, like, beef tartare and stuff like that that's apparently really, really good. I will fully admit that I have not tried that. I've not tried a proper, like, this meal is made to be raw. But for me, steak is not that meal. Steak is not that meal. Yeah. Imagine capitalizing on goodwill. Could not be James Workshop. Never. Never. Why would you do that? Yeah, apparently it's that, like, that I keep hearing about in Darktide that, like, everybody wants to play it now, so you're just getting full parties that are just like a bunch of dudes rocking the new RBD's class. Like a little bit of the fur on the back as well, because apparently this pelt also is, like, reappears in, like, multiple spots. There we go. Did you name? Oh yeah. I forgot you can name your dog in the game. I think I was like, Judge Dredd's a rad name. I honestly keep thinking about the idea like as in a really dumb way of like, if I ever got a pet, it would be really funny to name him Erebus. I don't know why. I don't know why that'd be fun. Yeah, get that fucking Maliard. I know what the reaction you're talking about. I just can't remember how it's pronounced. Does the other leg have any real sort of stuff? Claw trim. Let's see. Maillard reaction. Thank you. Person to poor boy. No, he'd be best boy. Clearly. He'd be fine. Listen, Emma, listen, if you name a dog Erebus, Erebus got the best treatment and got everything he ever wanted. Why would you not want to give your dog a similar moniker? The man who won too hard. Horn. I can continue to red. I don't think if the flesh claw would look good. I guess I could aim for like a more deliberate violet color. I could do that actually. Yeah, let me give this a go and we'll find out how that looks. You got skin. Yeah, but like I don't want to name my dog after that Erebus. No one gives a shit about that Erebus. It's like clearly the better Erebus won the name. So like, you know, fine. Oh yeah, actually. Definitely need to like layer this another layer because I'm reaching that level where I'm like I'm not even especially thin in my paints, but I find that like my paints just eventually turn into funky washes because I lean definitely towards like too thin over not thin enough. Yeah, I could add like a little bit of. I guess I could make it kind of like a crunchy, fleshy claw thing later. Maybe I should do the dirt. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. It's like, listen. Like, wasn't the whole thing his parents were like, why can't you be cool? Like, why can't you be nice and sweet like that boy Erebus? And he's like, oh, I'll fucking show you. I'll fucking show you. Like something to that degree. Actually, I might go darker. I might actually go that color on here later. Oh yeah, I do like the idea of making it clumps of fat, though unfortunately because of the claws, I don't think it's gonna super work out. Usually what I do for this particular color is I'll do this and then I'll like dry brush another layer on it and it looks pretty banging. Claw bits. I'm debating just making his arms black because, like, you know, it seems like the thing with like Emperor's Children stuff is you just get the pinks and the blacks and the whatnot. Hey, maybe if I use a dark gray and then build up with that light blue. Actually, yeah, let me try that. Actually, that'd be fun. I can give that a go. Because I think I do really like the blue I've been using for highlights, but I think I could maybe attempt that on this blue as a base. A light gray is a dark gray as a base for that as well. Brain is shutting down. This is what happens, everybody, when I go like one Tuesday without painting. I've been not that I've been painting a super huge amount on my vacation week. Really, the big thing is I definitely took like yesterday as like catch up on sleep day, and today is like get some medical shit done day. I'm hoping that tomorrow will be like the miscellaneous things I want to get done. How you doing, Fred? Welcome. I want to hello and bye. Like I want to get a couple of games scheduled. I got some stuff. I might have another Sword World game in the hopper. And then Lancer I need to get together. Oh god, and then and that should be good for that, and then get some other things planned. Probably also need to start planning some things for my birthday. I don't know. That's very, very dependent if like I would like low poly Hal to be done for birthday jams, but I don't know if that's gonna be feasible or not. There we go. I'm trying to figure out like if his arms are actually like. I'll have to touch that up later. It's like the downside to doing his body to swim. Like, oh god, you're fucking grippers. They're in the worst spots. They're in the worst spots for this. How dare ye? How dare ye? I guess I should figure out what color I want the guns to be too. I think maybe making the guns red would be kind of fun. Yeah, actually, I think that's what I'll do. I'll do like gray fists and stuff like that. How you doing, Silverline? How you doing? Welcome. Yes. These are 3D printed ones from somewhere on Colts. If anyone needs the STL for these, let me know. I could dig it up. Yeah, I could do that like in a sec. Let me get like the little bit of gray for his fingers. And get you that. There we go. Yeah. I have a low poly Hal that's been cooking for a bit. And if it could be done in time for my birthday, that would be cool. Other than that, I don't have like a big birthday jamboree reveal thingy scheduled for that. So yeah, let me get the STLs. Did I go to cults? Go to my downloads, and I assume that I got these recently. I found another Waffle House STL, but unfortunately, it is way too small. It makes me big sad. Like, and if you scale it up, it just doesn't like work well. Something I really do dislike about cults is like you don't have access to like a big list of things. And, like I don't even know if we can find these again. There we go. Okay. Yeah. If anyone wants those, these are here. I think you need to resize them slightly. I think they're meant for more like thicker pauldrons. I think that still will like generally get you there. But yeah, the low poly layout I'm excited for. It's just been like very, very slow coming. I get around the sides of the pistols. This is definitely the model where I was like, yeah, this will be fine, and I'm just like, oh man, there's like so many colors on this. It's gonna look beautiful when it's done, though. It's gonna look beautiful when it's done. I'm very excited about that. Getting there is gonna be a journey. Very sloppy for most of the colors today, which yeah, as far as like painting stuff goes, I did do I did work a little bit more on some stuff. Like, talking shit over. Like I got like this one even farther along. I could theoretically like knock the rest of that out later. Also got me some more airbrush supplies because I have a bigger house that like is going to use the same color scheme. I'm like, well, if I just like airbrush that dark brown, that gets me there. That 100% gets me to where I need to be. And like at that point, like doing all the other details should be significantly quicker. This is correct. I'm gonna do it this color, and then I'll highlight with the color I used for this. Good. And I eventually gotta get the little barbed wire bits. I've been really, I actually like been using enough barbed wire for like my Slanesh and my like Trench Crusade stuff that I ordered more. I ordered some more 3D, like not 3D printable barbed wire. So I'm just like, I think these are for like bolt action. I think bolt action is the origin of these. So I guess technically that makes them like the first like bolt action things I've ever bought, which is really, really funny. Not only do I want his little, it's got a little skull, which I think I made stuff for those because he had some skulls on his base. Yeah, there we go. How you doing, Meister Miller? I'm doing good, actually. I'm doing surprisingly well, considering things today. But like, I'm doing good. I'm working on my Lord Kakophonist, which I made. He's got the most details. His details number is yes. Oh god, he's like popping off. Don't do that. Sink in. There we go. But yeah, no, I'm doing good. We got a break. Pain, agony, even. Where's the camera? Oh god. Oh, it's still. Hold on. I'm actually gonna turn the AC up slightly because I am still melting. I'm still melting horribly. Like very, very high up compared to what I usually put. Even. I still. Put that on spin. Let's go. We'll let him dry it. Oh, there's like that whole little nubbin on the side. Just don't think I got properly metaled up. No, my metal dried. That's fucked up. The like slightly nice thing is that like the metal cap basically like retains like a little bit of the metal color. So if I just want to go in, just like get an itty bitty bit, basically ready to go. Hey, there we go. Honestly, considering this guy's only got like an hour worth of color on him so far, he looks pretty legit. I'm reasonably happy with this. Yeah, I got him. Oh yeah, I got him. Oh, what are you thinking? Oh. I didn't even process that I said sinking, that like I needed him to sink into his thing. Like that didn't even cross my mind, and then you're just like made that little joke, and I was just like totally went over my head. Totally went over my head. Yeah, also, luckily, this is the only Lord Kakophonist I need. Like, I'm still like looking at like a theoretical army, which I have the stuff for it too, which is nice. Like, if I never got a single like Emperor's Children model ever again, I think with all the stuff I have, I could run like an okay army. Like, I basically have like 2 dreadnoughts that I want to convert into demon princes. Which I have, for those I've been sitting around for a while because I really want to use some court bits from Trench Crusade. Way back when like Trench Crusade was not even like Kickstarted, where they were just starting to reveal that like, oh yeah, court's going to be a faction, and I was like, ooh, these are. And I was like, well, at that point I was working on my Wordbearer stuff because I was like just listening to like Betrayer. Man, it's nuts thinking about how many 40k books I've read at this point. Like I think I need to would need to double check, but I have to be at least like definitely double digits. I want to say like maybe like 20, which is insane. But at the time when I was thinking about that, I had read 1, and I was like, oh yeah, Wordbearer's Horus Heresy. I could also use some court bits to like make like really funky like they have a unit, at least in the current edition of Horus Heresy. I don't know if that's going to change or not, called Dark Channeling, where you sort of make them like semi-possessed, and then you also got your Galvorback and your Margal, which are like more traditional chaos possessed, and then you got like a possessed dreadnought, which the possessed dreadnoughts are big spicy. I'm sad that they basically like are extinct in modern 40k because they're just really cool. They're just like a dreadnought and a demon that are just like so merged together that like everybody dislikes that. Like even word bearers don't like chilling around them. They're like that, just like anathema to them, which is really fun. Like I'm pretty sure like in the game you're supposed to like keep them like pretty separate, or else your guys will just get fucked up. But, a little bit another. Oh yeah, I also gotta get the horn. I'll deal with that in a bit though. I'll deal with that in a bit. So I can finally kind of like go back to like that idea I had like a billion years ago. Maybe I should just like keep the tube. Like keep the tube. I mean, I think eventually I'm going to paint the tube white anyway, so I can kind of keep the tube relatively unpainted. At least I got some more flesh down here. Like I'm seeing like little like veins or whatever. I don't know. So if I do that, if I get those 2, if I get Fulgrim, if I get like a couple of other models, like this I already have, like the Tormentors, the Infractors, like I basically am like feature complete, which is like at least feature complete is in like I don't think I'm gonna pick up like a Mauler Fiend anytime soon, which are like the big daemon engines that like the Wordbearer, not Wordbearers, the Emperor's Children can actually use. Tormentor, Infractor, I hardly. Fulgrim, I. But yeah. Those are like all the base troops. Maybe I'll let them dry a bit. But what do I need on my Ryan Gosling? What do I need on my Ryan Gosling? Probably another coat on the metal. I a lot of times, like, when I just work on, like, you know, I'm working on a main mini and I got, like, a sub mini. So I can, like, you know, oh, that's what. I like that sub mini on the side that I can work on while it's drying. Like, today, Ryan Gosling Observer was, like, not the mini that I thought was going to get chosen for that. I don't know what was. Because I do need to do some more Trench Crusade stuff, especially because, like, in the campaign, I am going to have a second Sigmatic Nun. So I only have 1 at the moment, so I need to finish painting 1. And I'm at that point that like I 3D print so much bullshit that I was like, well, I know I printed like this like really cool armored nun body where I was doing some kit bashing so she'd have a shield. And I know I made those parts. I know I 3D printed those parts. The question is, where in my goddamn house is that? Like that's another thing. Is like I need to utilize my vacation time to organize shit. I know there's like VTubers that do like, I know there's like a dedicated cleaning category. I wish there was like a feasible way I could do that to like organize my paints and my, I guess I could actually. I guess like if it was a simple matter of like, I am organizing like stuff, like I couldn't do that to like reorganize like my like full shelves, but like if I brought everything to this desk, I'm like, all right, today I'm going to organize my paints. I guess I could do that. I don't know why, if anyone would want to see it. I guess people would just want to hear me yap anyway. There isn't a stigmatic Miku. I as far as I'm aware, there hasn't been like a Miku crossover. What's it called though? But I am going to be making a Turnip 28 Teto. I actually have this stuff 3D printed. I got like a bunch of, there's a, what's it called? There's Gyari who did a like Teto if she was like a fantasy protagonist. And I was like, oh shit, that'd actually be like a really good base for the Turnip Teto. So I'm gonna base a lot of it on that. I'm pretty excited. She is Dark Lord Hammer Penis of the Oz. No, he's, you know. Is that supposed to be Lucius? Because I do have my Lucius Kitbashed I need to work on as well. A December Children project. It's a project that didn't need to be a project, but I'm also enjoying it quite a bit. So like I'm not too worried about it. How you doing, Billy? Oh shit, my apron. What if I get paint on myself? Wouldn't that be fucked up? It'd be all your fault. How you doing though, Billy? How you doing? Working. Look, it's movies Ryan Gosling. I'm really worried about the fact I gotta get the face like real perfect to like sell the Gosling experience. That's gonna be real fucking tricky. How you doing, Billy? How you doing? Welcome. There we go. He's drying. But yeah, I know there's like a couple different like actual Miku model variants. There's somebody made a Necron Miku that I've definitely seen like a 3D print of like a decent amount of times. Yeah, no. I also dislike painting. Like, why do you think I paint like gribbly little guys? Gribbly little guys require way less. Oh, you know what I could do? I got a new thing that might be too thick, but I'm curious. It got me a Gundam marker. The Gundam marker for gold. I think it works. I think you go like. Oh, there we go. Might be. I think this is gonna be like way too thick. I was curious. Compared to. Oh, yeah, no. Compared to the AK marker, this one fucking sucks. Unfortunate. Well, I mean, it's okay. It doesn't suck. It was not made for the scale that I was hoping it would work on. I'll just have to see if the AK one has maybe like a gold one later. That's fine. Not the worst. Oh yeah, get them. Yeah, good old Isla sight on the Legion War Beast. I wonder if that's what like ruined me because like because none of my beasts had any eyes. I was like, it's fine. And Lilith doesn't have eyes, and Absolnia has eyes, but I don't care. Yeah, I think a lot of my eyes, like honestly, a lot of my eyes still were just like solid color, and I remember like a lot of my Legion actual infantry was like, what color are your eyes? Red. You got the red peepers, and that's it. There we go. So I'm currently painting the trim purple because this guy has trim. And eventually the trim is going to be dry brushed gold. It's got a rogue fucking tentacle just like on this foot. Oh my god, why? G-dubs, did you have no restraint? Of course, I mean, it's chaos, and like, ironically, it's going to be a Slanesh model, so by definition, it shouldn't have any restraint. But I'm just like, man, why you do this to me? Do this to me. I mean, this still isn't too bad though. This isn't too bad, but yeah, I do want to do a Legion War Beast. I don't know when. Like my current doc, I still want to do. I need to do an inventory of like every Trench Crusade model because like I think for the most part I got like a decent chunk of them. Yeah, I mean I've definitely seen them. I think it's just because the game is still very much in its infancy. It's like I did these like the what's it called, the artillery witch doing like the 6 skateboarding jump, and that actually got like decent traction, which I think it was specifically because like, you know, that was like kind of a joke. But yeah, I've mostly seen the jokes kind of more regulated to art, where it's like, you know, you get like the artillery witch body pillow and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I think as the game continues along, I do think we'll be seeing more and more of that. So like, I don't think it's gonna be like a permanent like no fun allowed thing. Like even the people behind the game are like, you know, like pretty goofy guys sometimes. Like would I make a stigmatic nun Miku? I don't see why not. Like actually, how was the lad doing? Which lad? Oh, the thick boy. Oh god, the flesh dreadnought. It is oh, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at is that flesh or is that trim? It's trim, I think. My flesh dreadnought has now gotten 250,000 views. Which is many confusing thoughts and feelings on that one. Yeah, my flesh knot. Have you not seen the lad? Oh god, hold on. Let me grab the lad. Hold on. Chotomate. Mini. Okay, this might be loud. Ready, set, go. Ah, there we go. Sorry. Okay. I need to figure out a way that when I drop things into the screen, that it doesn't immediately play them at full volume. I would love it if that didn't happen. But yeah, the lad. To date, my most popular mini I've ever painted, going entirely by social media metrics. There we go. He is by objective raw numbers my most successful miniature in my entire multi-year thing of being a mini painter, which is very funny. Just that's just how that ended up. He's got another flesh nubbin over here. What the fuck? His body is just mostly flesh nubbin. It's getting way too thin. But yeah, the lad. He's real. He got to hit the tabletop a couple times too, which was pretty fun. Yeah, that is very much like a trial by fire. If you're if you see that and you're I would like to subscribe to your web zone, you'll fit in. But if you're oh my god, what the fuck is this? Yeah, no, you're probably you're you know. I mean, I am willing to give people the benefit of the doubt. There are people that are they don't realize that I am the thing they crave, but you know. I think it's also I think also just being a VTuber filters out a lot of the people that would be annoyed by my existence anyway, though. So I'm not super worried about it. It's nice. I get a nice defensive barrier for that kind of bullshit. Let me paint the ball with their feet. The flesh tree. Ooh, yeah, let's go. The guy, I used him in Turnip. So Turnip has a model called a lump, which is a 60 to 80 millimeter based model. I think you could get up to really big, but I think that's roughly the size I've mostly seen people play lumps. It's a thick unit that's really resistant to damage. Like it just soaks damage really, really well. The downside being that like, or the upside and downside is that like, in turnip terms, like okay, I'm gonna explain this in like more Warhammer terms. Imagine something that had like a 2-up save that like over the course of the game, the save slowly got worse every time like things shot at it. And that's basically what a lump is in turnip terms. Like the more panic tokens it gets by people firing guns and like slashing it melee, the shittier its saves get. And then like the shittier its saves get, the more you can actually kill it. And then also the benefit is that it's also like an anti-big guy model. Where like if it only gets a few attacks, but if those attacks hit, they can't be resisted, which is really rare in turnip. It's the newest, so like turnip introduces models with the cults. So like if you have a cult, you might be like, oh yeah, this cult has access to like these new guys. The lump was the last unit that was added to the game in a general sense. Like everybody can take a lump. Everybody, no matter what your cult, can take a lump. So it was like the newest core unit. I think it's still in somewhat of like a beta state these days. I do. I like mine though. Yeah, he's done good the couple of times I put him on the battlefield. He did the big damage. He did the big not die. He did everything I wanted, which was, you know, beautiful. Here. Yippee, there we go. There we go. Hey, it's all good, Yeah, get you, yeah. I don't want anyone to like stew in their juices while they're watching me paint. I will continue to paint for like quite a while, actually. I'm legitimately surprised how like how far I've gotten with them today. Like I keep thinking it's later in the evening, which is rare because usually I'm like, well, I just started, and like, oh god, it's like 3.5 hours in. Oh no, I can do like 2 more things. But yeah, no, lumps are good in turnip. Turnip is good. Maybe I don't know. But it seems like at the shop alternates between turnip and trench crusade. See, it's either we have like a turnip weekend or a trench weekend, which is good. I get that model variety that people crave. Let those bits dry. Yeah, actually, I think just gripping by that's pretty good. Oh yeah, I can work on his base now. Medium gray dry brush on the lad. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, having game variety is so good. Like I would play infinite games. It's just that my local groups can only handle so many, and for you know, in a reasonable way. Also, just because, you know, limited time for like hobbying and stuff like that. I am very atypical in that like I can just rock up to the game group and be like, hey, look at all these models I got done this week. Which, cool. But the downside is that now they're starting to find me on like YouTube short recommendations. So I'm like, well, pros, get some models done. Cons, group is slowly learning I'm a VTuber. It do be like that. But like, you know, it's been pretty good. We had like another game that really kind of like got in there. I know some people were talking about the Space Gits, which I think that was only just mostly like a passing. They're like, oh, that game looks neat. It's Pride Month. Oh god, it is Pride Month, isn't it? I live in an area that is not blasted with like usually like you get a lot more like open rainbow flags in stores and stuff. This year they're like, we're not gonna do that. Like, oh, okay. Weird. You revealed that you just wanted cash monies, but yeah, I would want to do like I wouldn't mind doing like Relic Blade again. Relic Blade was pretty fun. Relic Blade was pretty legit. Do battle with your Oshi. Who's your Oshi? I do tan. I never remember what color I like to highlight the dirt with. I always go through like 3 different dirt highlighting colors and just totally blank on it. Try. Ooh, actually, yeah, no, tan looks good. Get the skull, which I'll hit up with that with more like a traditional white. Yeah, let's fucking go. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, gotcha. True. That's been nice though. I also need to do. There's also like another game store near me that does play some other games, but they play on Wednesday nights, and it's like it's cool. And like every now and then I might miss like a movie night just to pop over there just to say hi, but I don't want that to be a regular thing because like movie night. Speaking of which, tomorrow. The plan is to watch Kingsglaive, the last 3D Final Fantasy movie I'm aware of. I know there's like a couple like, like anime series and shorts and whatnot. As far as I'm aware, that is the last full-length Final Fantasy movie. Because I thought it would be fun to do all of them, and I don't disagree. Like I found Advent Children to be a very fun like novel experience of kind of like, oh yeah, that was a very nostalgic time in my life. Which is funny because at the time it was like, ah yes, this is a nostalgia product, and now we're like nostalgic for the nostalgic product. At least I was. I don't know if any other people were like big feeling nostalgia for Final Fantasy Advent Children. I still want to do it. I'd still want to do a Dirge of Cerberus playthrough one of these days, but I don't think that would make any... I think they'd do like a very light recap of Final Fantasy VII at the beginning of Dirge of Cerberus, but I think it'd still be just like very bizarre. Like if you do not know the story, which I think most people know the story of Final Fantasy VII at this point, at least in like a very very broad strokes. Games and movie night. Ooh, you get a good night then. That sounds like a fun night. What color do I want his horns? I guess I could be lazy and make the horns the exact same color as the skull. That wouldn't make sense. Like an aged kind of bone. That and the other side, and then she's got like a little wrap color, and then like the tuft, which that I need to figure out what color I want that to be. Oh, why is it so thin now? Why is it so thin? Fine. There we go. Star Wars Legion and that. Ah, there we go. Yeah, that's another game that'd be fun to paint. Play. I have the minis. I still have, if I'm gonna do any of my Legion stuff just to purely paint, like I got the fucking ATST. I got the ATST that I want to do. Like that one I should at least paint just because, like, it'd be like a fun big model to have. Like my current Legion supplies are the old Rebel versus Empire starter box. That ATST, 5 Ewoks, and then Wicket and Logray? Yeah, Wicket Logray, there we go. Oh wait, what game was it? Or is it just like a model kit? Or like what was the Death Star kit for? But fuck yeah, that sounds rad. Starter. Oh, gotcha. I mean, that still sounds cool, to be fair. Like I those like cool ship kits seem pretty neat. I haven't done any proper just building a ship in ages. He's got the back too. I'm gonna have to go back into depths for some of these just to get all the tubery. Which should be fine. He runs. Just kidding. He walks. I was like, I couldn't even get my eyes wide because I leaned into that with eyes fully wide. It's just my natural state now. Get a decent amount of trim, and then also get the trim on the guns because the guns have trim because life hates me. No, I don't. The thing is, I didn't dislike that one. I didn't dislike that one, so I didn't want to pull out the pedal. How you doing, on, son. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? I am currently working on this nonsense. This lad, and it's going pretty well. Got a lot of trim and a lot of other random bullshit that I'm currently just hitting up right now. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I am melting though. I'm actively melting from the heat, but otherwise I'm doing pretty legit. Otherwise I'm doing pretty legit. Yeah, I got this lad who has many. You should also have. I want this to glow, but I also want this to be kind of like that, like gold color too. I'm planning at some point, once I get enough trim and nonsense, to start doing that like gold dry brush on a bunch of spots. And that's really going to start setting like the tone values on most of this bad boy. And then I'll probably have to be a lot more careful on my like miscellaneous highlights and touch-ups and whatnot. I'll probably need another go with the flesh colors as well. Nope, that's just raw color. That's just raw color. But yeah, no, I've been doing good. I've been doing good. I also like, I have a thing I need to check on, but there might be like a really like big like big things are happening thing that might happen in the future. I need to reach out to a message that like I saw like immediately. I did the thing. I was like, well, I'm doing my pre-stream checkup stuff, and I just saw a message like, oh, wait a minute. That seems rad as shit. Okay. So yeah, maybe big things are coming. I don't mean that in like the ominous, like, I think the joke is you're supposed to say that at just random because it makes you sound cool. But because like no one truly knows if you do or do not have big things are coming. I think I do got some big things are coming stuff that are actually coming. I just did not. So he's got this like wrist back here that I just did not get like any gray on at all whatsoever. Gotta get your capsule bullshit thing. Lad. Oh yeah, still got some. I was like, why does this part look weird? It's because this is when I was like, very briefly tried with the Gundam marker. I'm a little sad the Gundam marker didn't work out, but also I think altogether that marker was like $5. So it's not like it was like the greatest loss of my time. Oh, I gotta get this like nails prefix as well. I don't know why I always had like the weirdest time with claws. Like you would never think that like claws are a particularly like complicated part of the model, and they're usually not. I always just seem to like miss like a side, or like I'll just like get like the colors wrong. It's always really weird with claws. I don't know why. Maybe it's a thing that will stop me from ever truly doing Space Wolves. So speaking about like loyalist stuff, like my shop has the like Castellan Crow, like the Grey Knights dude. And they have a used one that is like really cheap because it's kind of done in like a really, somebody tried to do like a really gaudy like garish scheme on all of his Grey Knights and then apparently sold the army. And I was I'm sorry, what? I thought you already could get artificial butt implants. What do you mean now? I was under the impression that was just like a thing, like the silicone like butt implants, unless you can get like a robo butt that like flexes and shit. I don't know. Explain. Explain. Butt implant. Yeah, I don't know why I'm expecting to see when I Google this. No, I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing anything new. Oh, just put it for me and my jellies. Yeah, I guess I have the option to like enhance ass whenever I want. I don't really want to, but I could. If I felt so inclined. Or trim. This motherfucker has like back of the knee trim. Why? Why did you do this to me? He's got trim in like new and exciting places that I have never seen. we're hitting like trim behind the knees. Reminds me, I do gotta get his joints at some point, but that's... God, why? Still coming together though. Still coming together. Gotta get the flesh, gotta get the little nubbins, gotta get some other little bits. How you doing, Zeraful? How you doing? How you doing? I'm gonna be real. I haven't like super looked into the Eldar range, which I know is kind of funny because I'm an internet elf man. But yeah, no, not really. I kind of just enjoy all the like the Wraith models, like the Wraith Knights and like the Wraith Lords and stuff like that. I really like the way their like vehicles look. I'm kind of whatever on the actual like infantry. How you doing, Shadow? Welcome. How you doing? How you doing? Like I just kind of left that like smooth face and the kind of like gangly limbs. Like what's there was like it's like a house like not maybe it's Illidan, I don't know. There's I think they're like yellow and blue. There's some like really weird like scheme that like looks kind of ugly. Illidan, there we go. Yeah, I like their shit. Like I like just I mean I'm Scheme actually doesn't really look that bad. It's just like it's not a scheme I would have ever thought of in my life. But just seeing just like a big old fuck off pile of just like fucking Wraith constructs. I'm like, yes, this is the true Eldar experience I crave. Faction of Flayed Skull Cabal. Is that Dark Eldar? I mean, I think like Dark Eldar are pretty legit. That sounds Dark Elder. I could be wrong. I see. Yeah, okay. I was like, if the Flayed Skull is not Dark Elder, I'm gonna have to like reevaluate like several mental prejudices against Eldar. Apparently, I don't really hate Eldar or anything. They just don't spark joy in a way that makes me want to pick them up. Yeah, but how you doing? How you doing? Currently working on the lad. Do I do an itty bit of dry brushing? Yeah, I do. I think that'd be fun. Where's my glittering loot? I love glittering loot for gold dry brush. Oh, I do like it. I do think Exodites are neat. Like, I'm not one of those people that would like need G-dubs to make models for me to do Exodites, but like I just have not gotten it. Like, I think an Exodite project would be fun. I don't know where the fuck I would even put that on my docket of things to do. Get some gold on here. Plan was to get all these like big speaker things in the back with this kind of like, I really like doing this like glittering loot dry brush over this kind of like purple red. Be a little tricky for some of these angles because they're just like wedged in the back. There we go. Glad. I'm a little worried about snapping off some of these horns, so I need to be a wee bit more careful on them, but it should be fun. There we go. I also use my super duper itty bitty dry brush to get back in there as well. Get like some of these like little tiny angles. I think these front ones aren't gonna be as bad. It's killed by Lucius. Ooh, yeah, let's go. I do have a loose torso of Lucius like right here. With like a different head. I think I'm gonna break that head off though because like a horn snapped, and like I thought at the time I was like, oh, that'd be cool just to have a horn snap, but yeah, I'm definitely more of a big fan of just like I like just getting little like lore tidbits and just leaving the rest to fill out myself. I'm the idea that somebody's like I must have like a full documented wiki about the lore on this thing or else it's not real to me. Just never, like my brain could never really process that. I think it's possibly because I just come from a tabletop RPG background though, where like I like having the freedom to fill out my own shit. which is it's not like a like my way's like better. It is. No, I'm kidding. But like, you know, it's just like a preference thing. I would rather be given like the slightest little tidbit. Give me the hook, and I can do the rest of the work myself. It's fine, I guess. He's kind of like weirdly cute in a way. Like he's just kind of got like a goofy little face. But that's not like a huge like crazy thing for me. I am going to be making like I'm basically doing like a splintered like warband of what's it called? Word bearers. There you go. Why did I blank on the name? So like I'm basically redoing a lot of the default stuff. So like I don't want to have a default Lucius. I don't want to have like any. I do have Fulgrim. I will make Fulgrim because he's Fulgrim. How you doing, Bobby? Wait, what's happened to Marvel Snap? What has happened to Marvel Snap? Getting the front of the screamer pistols and whatnot. I'm gonna have to dry brush like some trim elements later, but I figured this would be like a very good like early like little bit. I was also debating whether like do I want these pauldrons to be a color or do I also want them to be gold? I'm kind of going back and forth now on that. Oh, okay. So this is interesting. So like Wizards of the Coast are going to be doing a Spider-Man set. And like originally all the cards are like because I believe in Marvel Snap, they're doing like all the cards that go online on like Magic Arena have to have like different stuff. So if they're like basically like fire sailing that, like I wonder what the fucking point was, or if they even knew. Because now they effectively just spent money on nothing. How you doing, Pato? How you doing? Welcome. Yeah, it's my Lord Kakophonist. He's doing aight. He's living his best life. This one does. Get my ittiest dry brush. A little bit more back in the recess. Itty bitty dry brush has been like one of the better hobby purchases I've made in a very, very long time. $100 to go without grinding. Oh god. Oh, so yeah, I mean it's kind of a shame because like I knew a decent amount of people that played Marvel Snap. Yeah, the universals. Yeah, the universes within the Marvel stuff is really kind of silly. So how you doing, Spike? Welcome, everybody. Welcome. If you do not know me, I'm Halbernut the Mimic Elf. I'm a miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle Skaven variety. How you doing, Sogo Heavy? How you doing? Never gonna give you up. I see what you're doing there. How is Project Gotham Racing? I have heard of those games. I have not played a single one before. If you do not know me, I'm Halbernut the Mimic Elf, miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety, and here is my Lord Kakophonist for the Emperor's Children. I'm doing a word bearsy army that fell to Slaanesh, but I'm using their like stuff as a base, and it's certainly I've been doing about 2 hours of painting, so there's been a lot. There's like very mishmash of like the progress right now. Somewhat more user-friendly, but it drops self-published. Oh, that's so Marvel Snap was just on pure, just like milky mode. Oh yeah, no, I didn't think there was Batman in it. To be fair, but yeah. I think there's always like that was kind of like one of those like it was like mostly an Xbox game series. Am I on crack on that? I vaguely remember seeing like some one of those series in like older game magazines, and it was just always like, oh, those are kind of neat. I think to date though, like. How you doing, Lord Cynic? Welcome. I think the racing game I've played the most though is hey, look at me remembering stuff. Hell yeah. I haven't fully gone senile yet. I still think if I like thinking back on it, the two racing games I played the most of are Kirby's Air Ride and Penny Racers for the Nintendo 64. which is a very weird combo in the grand scheme of things now. How you doing? The legendary super lesbian. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Well, I'm doing the idea, if there's a word band called the Sanctified, which were word bearers that just fell entirely to corn, like they just leaned too hard in one direction. And I thought that'd be fun to do for Slanesh, because I think the word bearers are neat. Yeah, there we go. I think you're the only person I've ever talked to that knows about penny racers besides me. It was the funny thing too, at the time, my family couldn't afford memory cards. So we would actually just replay like the initial like first like 3 hours of penny racers over and over and over again. Like it's kind of amazing we did it for that long, because like it's like the idea is that you race in penny racers and you upgrade your little car, and then you upgrade your car, and then like you get like what's it called, upgrade your car with new upgrades, you know, get harder tracks, better weapons, stuff like that. But because we would always have to reset because we just didn't have a memory card, like we just get like not the full experience really. It was very weird. Just was on to play Quest 64. Oh, that's unfortunate that you played Quest 64. I also rented Quest 64. I rented Quest 64 and I had no idea what the fuck was going on. I know it's not a good game, but I just remember being like, as a child, absolutely flabbergasted. I'm like, what the fuck am I even supposed to be doing? I don't think I would play it as an adult because I don't think that's a good use of my time. But there is the little dark spirit deep in my brain. It's like, how? You should play Quest 64. I'm like, why, no. No, that's not a good idea. Yeah, it's hard, it's long. Gotta get the friction on. It's not even the correct lyrics, but whatever. Yeah, no. I think if I was going to play a bad JRPG, there was the what's it called? It's like called like Ancient Roman or something like that. It was a recently translated JRPG that's like really jank. Like really jank, but in a way that's like short and weird and not like long and agonizing. That makes any sense? Yeah. Also, anyone from the raid too, if any of you have any questions about any mini things I'm doing. Oh, would you also guys like to see Trench Crusade Ryan Gosling? Yeah, you can just get like Ryan Gosling 3D printable heads for Space Marines. And this is not a Space Marine, this is a what's it called? This is a observer for Trench Crusade, but I like messed around with that. Saving a bowl down. It sucks you guys are mad about this because it's one of those like sorry not sorry things. I love 3D printing. Like for this guy, the head's 3D printed, the backpack top, and then the pauldrons, and then the claws 3D printed. A lot of my Trench Crusade stuff's 3D printed because, like, yeah, I mean, Trench Crusade is a game that makes a lot of sense to 3D print, to be fair. That's unfortunate then. Like I said, I know a guy. I actually know. I think I've known several people that like Marvel Snap. Like I have zero attachment to like most Cape stuff these days, but like I was like happy for them. Because like, oh, that seems like a cool game that like apparently they're like, yeah, I know, it treats you pretty well, and like, you know, it's like, okay, cool. So I'm making this cape black, but I'm also gonna be using some like blue highlights later. This is my B model. This is the model that like when the main model's drying, just get a little bit of stuff on there. Get like in the forbidden Goss and Gooch to Goochling. Let's get some of that in there. I fumbled this hard. The nice thing about fumbling painting is you can always fix it. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I don't know. I know I can see getting annoyed by Ryan Gosling just because like the jerking off he gets. Seems like a nice enough dude. I thought it was mostly funny that they had Ryan Gosling like heads and like not any like real attachment of myself to Ryan Gosling. I was like, oh, this will be fun. This will be a fun project too. I don't like our man Pingus. What's that from? Is this just a way of yelling dicks? I don't know what Pingus is. Identify the lad and figure out what I want to do with the lad. Step 1 of the lad. Get another layer of red paint on the back of his flesh cloak, as one does. There we go. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Repair recipes in your torso. Oh, there's I actually, hold on, there's a really cool STL that I did something similar. So I have a bunch of those as well. It's not necessarily perfect, but like somebody has these like cool 3D printable like kind of upscaled bodies. I think they still look pretty good with like the older scaled helmets and torsos. And like this is like an old backpack and an old this. I just have like a bunch of these kicking around that I thought would be fun to like work them for my Minotaurs. I have not done really anything with that, but yeah, man. I think people just like their favorite actor man, and they just kind of jerk them. I'm used to Henry Gosling. I almost said Henry Ford. Henry Cavill getting jerked off, but because like he gets jerked off in mini spaces because he's the based man who's going to save Warhammer, and that gets a little annoying after a while. That's how you doing, Aosh? Yeah, there's fan club time. Let's go. Let's do that. He gets jorked till he chafes. I will not elaborate further. No, we're just people hold him up as like the savior of Warhammer. He's just an actor guy. But yeah, for people who do not know, his hog is cranked. This is my wonderful snake Nana. She's doing very, very, very good. What is your current rank right? What rank? You are a freshman. Oh, let's go. For people who do not know, this is my wonderful snake Nanners. She's very, very, very cute. Oh no. Oh no. Is OBS going to do that thing where it's? Oh no. Why is OBS like this? Am I like down some like OBS versions? This is So what's happening right now is I can see all of you. For some reason, like, OBS is locking up. I mean, once a semester still puts you on the list, so that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Yeah, so that's from, I did a stream where I showed her off. People were like, "How? Why don't you make a, why don't you make a camera for Nanners?" She was in there. She basically like hid in her hide for 3 hours and 55 minutes, came out, yawned, and then went back in. Absolute diva. Absolute diva. Yeah, it was a fun stream to do, but it was really silly. Yeah, Aosh, welcome to the Fresh Media Deficialized Fan Club. I can't update your stuff. Hold on. Oh, I can't even switch scenes right now. Okay, everybody. I think I need to stop and start OBS because I think shit's fucked. Oh, hold on. No, I think shit's fucked. Okay. I will be right back. Wait for me, everybody. Think we're back? Yay, okay, we're back. Let's go. Hey, there we go. Sorry, yeah, I still don't know what's going on with that. That's happened before. I had to basically do a full PC refresh. Am I like behind on too many OBS versions? No, I'm not. I don't have any updates. Maybe I gotta do like a file cleanup or something. All right, we're back, everybody. Yay. Punchy. There we go. And then I think we're back on the YouTube side. Let's go. Yeah, sorry about that. Luckily, my PC restarts pretty quick. Yeah, everyone get your, how you doing, Bellery? Yes, good, 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 good. And then also, before I forget, oh my god, a billion pop-ups are happening. Let's get Aosh. Let's get Aosh's name on the official Nanners fan club. Yippee! Let's go. I mean, I consider getting double logins as like hey, I'm like you know when like a gacha shuts down and they give you free gacha fun bucks. It's like that. Like, so we had technical difficulty. Get your punches. There we go. Yes, there we go. Now we got Aosh's name on the official Nanners fan club. Let's go. We back. And what? There we go. There we go. Oh, I gotta figure out what's going on with that. Why that happens I wonder if it's, I guess, like, do I got too much junk? I don't know. I don't know what causes that. Just every now and then OBS freezes, and I can't seem to, like, actually fix, like, I can't change anything on OBS when it freezes. Oh my god. Everything is firing up. I'm getting like GOG is like opening shit that I didn't even know it had. Wild bananas. Absolute fucking bananas here. There we go. Let's go. All right. Lad. What did the lad need? What does lad need? I'm also curious at what point do I glue lad to base? Actually, like mostly top heavy. Actually, if I could get like the bottom in like a good spot, I could actually probably get lad glued. So let me get some more of that delicious flesh slurry, because I gotta get like some of the like side nubbins and whatnot. Yeah, they're like, how? Please. I mean, I use like GOG like an okay amount, like you know, like nothing crazy. Like I use it. I don't know why it's so excited. It's like, you got a Persephone update. I'm like, I don't know what that means, but okay. Sure. And doing Troglodyte, welcome back. I feel like you've said that line before though. There we go. I'm also getting like, at one point I downloaded Opera. I don't remember why. I feel like there was a reason I downloaded Opera for like something. I think I got recommended Opera to check out, and I just don't think I ever did. Every now and then I'll like get recommended other browsers and stuff like that. I'm like, I should really look into these. Like, there was one called like Zen, where Zen's big thing is like, oh, it's like meant to kind of like organize, because like I'm one of those people that have like a billion tabs. I have so many goddamn tabs, the most tabs, forever tabs. And they're like, oh yeah, you know, if you use like Zen, you can like organize those. It'll be nice and chill, and you don't have to worry about all that stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. There's an Opera VTuber, I think. Yeah. I forgot about her. I think she's like pretty active though. Like I think she's doing well. Like me not remembering her off the top of my head is not like a condemnation on her as a person or as a streamer or anything. I was like, oh yeah, shit, I forgot about that. What do I do? Get some nubbin bits. No, yeah, no, that's totally fair. Yeah, I'm very lucky that like a lot of my ad block stuff still works, but yeah, the fact that can just go kaput at any time is real tragic. The tricky thing is that like apparently Firefox and Foundry don't seem to work together. How you doing, Ripcast? Welcome. How you doing? Yeah, I got like 64 gigabits of RAM for that reason. Well, also for just like, you know, VTubing stuff in general takes like a decent amount of horsepower these days. Like if you want to do that and stream like a game, I mean, it's funny because I'm not most of the time when I'm streaming games, I'm streaming like old jank, so it doesn't really matter. I don't need top of the line graphics for that, but like, you know, I know it's because I'm him. I mean, it must be doing something right to earn that, you know, like generally when it comes to like something like that, there's like a, you know, a reason. I would assume so anyway. Nubbins. I can use this to kind of go back and retouch up some of these other ones a little bit. I'll make my video game a stress. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, my poor oh no, whatever will I do in Void War? I think somebody was joking about me to like how like have you considered picking up a 4090? I'm like, I don't stream anything that like even justifies my like 300 like my 3000 graphics card. Hey, Vtuber, welcome. How you doing? We have recovered from a stream crash, but we're doing pretty decent, all things considered. There we go. Get some. Yeah. The second layer really like really changes the mood of that. I mean, I do want to build it back up to kind of like the same pale color. Oh my god, I got a fucking ad break, but I was in the middle of a retort. Ah, there we go. You get that big stretchy, and let's continue to go into the lad's guts. There we go. Yeah, exactly. Okay, there we go. We're back from the ad break. Yeah. He's got like such a nice variety of meat on him too. It's a good fine meat collection for sure. Getting around there and stuff like that. For the most part, he's actually got like a lot of like this stuff that's just like entirely just primer has been painted, but there are these like little angles like I get like up in there. There we go. Notch. Oh god, yeah, no, it's I'm active like you know it's bad when your electric company is like, hey, so don't die, and I'm like, oh god, okay. Yeah, it was actively over 100 today, a little bit, and I'm getting notifications that it's going to be even hotter tomorrow. Which I wasn't planning on going out tomorrow, so yippee, let's go. I basically got like all my errands and stuff that I need to do today done, so I can just stay inside and chill as much as I can. I'm very lucky that my AC units are like relatively solid and like still working, so that should be good, at least for now. If they all explode and then I just absolutely combust, I'll let you guys know as you just see like me just like running around just on fire like fucking Ghost Rider. Yeah. They like luckily they're not quite like that, Bobby, but like I have seen ones that I think were like I think it's like people like there in some other places were like, hey, turn off your AC or else we're gonna get like a brownout. Which it's like, on one hand, it's like, I get what they're going for. For people who don't know what brownouts are, they're like blackouts caused by like, effectively kind of like overuse in a way. Like I've never really had them until like my adult life when I'm living in like the current area I'm in, and they were like a slightly slightly reoccurring issue. Oh yeah, it's that thing. It's just like keep my bathtub filled with water so that like when I open my car door, combust, run and screaming, and then just dunk myself into the water and then cool back down to like a normal temperature. So something like that. Yeah, fix the grid. Yeah, no, I live in an area where like the grid, like we had like it was so cold this winter that straight up like some places didn't have fresh water. Like my local grid's fucked. How you doing, Chieftain? How you doing? Welcome. Oh god, that's like those are the like livable hours. Like I could understand like if they were like turn your AC off during like midnight or something, like I don't know. Like sleep with the windows open. I would still be dumb, but I could like partially empathize. That's fucking bananas though. That is really fucking silly. Or continue to spread that good pink. Fucking dead tired. That's a mood. That's a mood. Hang in there, Chieftain, I believe. Oh god. Oh yeah. It's like that. That's always the funny thing about like campaigns or like going to play cards with someone. It's weird. It's like it's exhausting in a way that like isn't like it's both real exhaustion isn't like I can have a fun day with people, but then just like if I don't get enough time to myself, I feel fucking drained, and I hate to be that like the whole like I always seem to think of like extroverts. They're like big sex havers that are filled with nothing but lies, and then introverts were sleepy little goblins. But like it does feel like that sometimes. Where it's like I do need that recharge time. I really do. Yeah, it's That part's real. I just wish that people did not like make that mindset punchable. There we go. It's goddamn sex havers. Oh, you would know, wouldn't you, thirsty dragon? Yeah, but yeah, that was always a kind of funny thing. It's just like, do you guys ever see the thing? It's like, it was like a regular person cooking a steak or like cooking like a turkey, and then like a creative person, and it's like there's like little goblins in there, and like, hold on, let's see if I can find that. Let me get this like flesh cape real quick, and then I want to see if I can pull that up, because it's like those people still exist, and like that mindset still exists a little bit, but it's like it was like a real obnoxious period. Where they're like, oh yes, my neuroses makes me smart and cool. Your regular life makes you stupid and lame. And it's like, it was just always like, oh, listen, I understand. Listen, I understand. Like, if I didn't need to reach like charge, I would not. Like that this is an annoying maintenance thing I gotta do. It's not because I'm a special super enlightened being or anything. There we go. Yeah, you say real mom tier joke stuff. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, I was studying the blade. That's fun at least. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find this or not. Yeah, no, I found it. I found that. There we go. I was reminded of this. There we go. It was like that kind of thing that made like let's see. I can find a variant on that, but yeah, it was like this was always like the thing that was just like, oh my god, why are you like this? Why are you like this? This is why people find like online introverts grating, and I get it, I understand. Yeah, I guess the problem is like I wish I wasn't comfortable alone with myself. If that makes any sense. That sounds deranged, but hear me out. Like, I'm too comfortable with myself alone. Like, left to my own devices, like if I do not reach out to people to like reconnect, I just slowly go like hermit mode. Like, I'm a low maintenance friend to a fault, where people are like, oh yeah, I haven't talked to them. Like I talked to them like the other day, and it was like a year ago. I'm like, oh god, oh no, that's not good. Get his little feets. I just love the phrase "the disembodied head of Ferris Manus." Like I know what you're doing for that, but it's like, it's just that phrase alone is fucking beautiful. There we go. Yeah, they're fighting around MMOs. Oh, that's true. I guess I can go play Final Fantasy 14, so I don't see that. Hold on. See, a lot of my closest friends are the friends that would message first, which is nice because they're just the kind of people that would message first. I'm like, oh, thank you. I appreciate it. That's really handy. Okay. It's getting closer to laying on a base, which things I need to get for that. Oh, I need to get the connecty little bendy bits, which I think I was using a metal color because I'm insane. I know, chicken coop enjoyer. Hey, this isn't Night Lords. This is Emperor's Children by way of Word Bearers. I mean, very similar. I do love me a flesh cloak. I actually do really want to get that Night Lords warband for Kill Team. That's like the one Kill Team I want, and it's never in stock anywhere, and it makes me the big sad. There we go. There's Evil Crow. I was looking for that. Everything is a space wolf if you look hard enough. Oh god. That Kroot just needs a pelt and he'll be fine. Yeah, but like that's the fun thing about Chaos. So like this was a Chaos, just like a regular Chaos Lord has been Kitbashed. It's fun just to be like have that option, just to be like, yeah, I can just Kitbash this into whatever I crave. Oh, yo, let's go, let's go. I really like it when people make variant Abaddons. Like I have seen like speaking about Night Lords, I saw like a really bitchin'. I don't know if I can find it again, but somebody posted like, yeah, I made my Abaddon in like Night Lords theme stuff. I think that's always really, really cool. So I'm a big proponent on the idea of just like take the stats and make your own thing. Like I know Abaddon in the tabletop is like relatively strong, but like he's like, I don't know, he's if you made somebody with Abaddon strength on the tabletop without like the big infrastructure, whatever, I don't even think that would be that weird in the grand scheme of things. Like I don't think it'd be that lore breaking. I just like that shit a lot. Totally stuck it. Ah, gotcha. I should do the kill team for Death Guard. There we go. Little areas where that's I need to like retake up later. That'll be fine. There we go. Yeah, it's fun. It's also just because like I don't know. I'm real big like make your own heroes. Fuck the default heroes. Like that's why I'm kit bashing my own Lucius. I don't care. I don't care about Lucius. He's your OC. Do not steal. He's not my OC. Do not steal. Why would I care about him? I'll enjoy books with like unique characters in them and stuff like that. But like if I'm making my own army, I want my own lads. Yeah, I'm pro. Like, cause like if 40k, like if you know your dude's 40k, like the game already has like losing a lot of gameplay elements to other games. So it's like gotta maximize that shit. Now, so god damn it. Yeah, I guess I gotta fuck Abaddon. All right. No, it's okay. No, space marines don't fuck. It's fine. It's fine. A little bit of touch up on the back of that foot. I'm just cruising for the for the moment I can glue this guy to the base. So then I don't have to worry about any grip issues, and it'll be nice. There we go. Behold the iron codpiece. Battle brother! I'm in need. I don't know what I'm doing like that. Yeah, it's funny because like I've done very little I feel like I do interesting takes on how I do conversions. So like my Death Guard are basically entirely vanilla minus like my Sorcerer Lord, and I have a Lord of Virulence that's made out of some Leviathan Space Marines. Then my Chaos Knights, which are almost all kit bashes, but they're kit bashes done with official G-dubs bits. My Minotaurs are mostly vanilla Marines, but I'll kit bash like a helmet or like a pauldron. Except for like, I'm also doing like my own version of Asterion Moloch using Bobby G. And then my Emperor's Children Wordbearer guys, I'm just like, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. It's gonna be great. Funny you mentioned that, Chicken Coop. I want to do there's a thing that a lot of like Grim Doc people do where they take the lankier Stormcast torso. They take the lankier Stormcast torso and they like add Marine bits to it to make like a more like knightly Marine. I kind of want to do that actually. I was legitimately planning on doing that. I think I showed some of the bits on stream previously. I have like a Ava style Lance of Longinus that I could use for that. I'm pretty excited about that. That'll probably be real at some point soon. Yeah, no, Sigmar's got some really good, like really good minis. That gooch. Nice thing about having a blood cape is that if I have a blood cape, I can just have blood leaking everywhere. It's foolproof, baby. Like Rarehead. Hey, let's go. That reminds me, like, I still need I still hopefully might fish them during the break. I think I show these every now and then. These guys are old school, like, oh, not super old school. These are like older Marines that that I bought used, that somebody took like hot metal and like gouged out the face and like added like holes to make them Plague Marines. I got like a little squad of like 6 of them that just also one of these actually is legitimately like the old resin Plague Marine. Probably give some drippy. Well, for this guy, I don't know, but like I think those guys might get some drippy ooh blue stuff. Let's do another quick hit. Oh, want to get that side of the cape? Let's get that. Yeah, I would say, especially like back then when it's like I want Plague Marines. Cool. What options you got? Well, you have a Forge World kit that's resin. Or you just use regular Chaos Marines. Like I could see the route the guy took for that was a choice that made a lot of sense actually. The execution was kind of mixed, but I find the mixed execution weirdly charming, if anything. Every now and then, like when I see like I still gotta speak about guys. I gotta finish him. I gotta finish the Gorka Morka rescue lad. He's like very close. He's very close to being real. Like he's I almost want to like varnish him at this stage so that way I quit scraping off shit and then maybe do some other stuff. I don't know. Or maybe he might be near the point of getting a wash, something like that. Alright, I am entirely out of water and I need that right now. So I'm gonna go take a very short water break. So I will BRB. I'll BRB. Oh. Oh shit! How you doing, Mecha Miniatures? Thank you for the follow and welcome to the workshop. Sorry, I was getting some water because it's warm. Let's go. What? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you did not know me already, I'm Halbernot the Mimic Elf, miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle's game variety. How you doing? How you doing? Oh, speaking about that old canon shit, it's still, I think still to this day, this is my most popular emote. Like, out of, like, considering that it's effectively a joke. It's the good shit. It's the good shit. Yeah, it's always funny to see, like, talk about, like, older Marine models, because either people are like, this is the ugliest thing ever, they're like, that's my precious baby boy, and I will fucking destroy you. Hey, yeah, congratulations on your piercing. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. But yeah, currently I am working on a Lord Kakophonist of my own designs. And also Ryan Gosling. You know, the true mix. I'm also gonna go use my paint marker, and I want to get the little, like, what's it called? Oh yeah, the barbed wire. That's the word. Oh my god. Yeah, it's him. It is him, the Ryan Gosling, because I found some cool heads for that. Any paint there? Probably have to get some of this with a brush, but I just really like this marker for, like, barbed wire. There we go. How you doing, Lord of Bones? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm working on the lad. I'm actually really happy with the lad progress today. It definitely needs more. Definitely a lot. But considering that there's like a PC restart and everything in the middle of this, I am very jazzed how far I've come today. Yeah, but it's like I don't know. It's like so some of the older models, like I can definitely see the, like, no, these had soul arguments. Sometimes I'm like, well, I don't know. I don't know about that. So I know some of the whole soul thing is just like a nostalgia argument. So like if you weren't there, you're not gonna feel it. I find like older orc models really charming. Like those like older orcs are the ones that I'm like, it doesn't really matter what era. I think I could find like an older orc and be like, yeah, let's go. Yeah, it's in the rules it's going to be just like a generic close combat weapon, because I did not go for the power weapon version, because why would you? It's, once again, this is a model that's meant to attach itself to a range unit. Would you choose the option to let it double range, or will you choose the option to let it like, you know, rip up in melee? That place you want them to be at, for sure. Yeah, haha. And then also evaporate to the max. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm working on the lad. He's got some like natural bumps on him too, and I'm like trying to figure out. And then also totally not Chang. Thank you for the follow and welcome to the workshop. Did I miss a raid or something? How you nerds doing though? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm glad you guys are having fun. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. I'm currently, yeah, like I said, I'm working on the lad. It's going pretty good. Yeah, no. I don't want to risk too much. That's the one thing, is like there's some angles that like I just can't bring the marker in. I'll just have to touch this up later, but that won't be like the biggest deal. Oh god, too much joint. That's fine. That's fine. Marker is both very convenient and slightly inconvenient if I fuck it up, but like, you know, I guess that's just a way to describe painting. If you do this right, it looks good, and if you do it bad, it doesn't. Like, yeah, no shit, hell. Yeah, like that. And then, oh yeah, I want to do the gold dry brush on the feet, because the plan right now effectively is I want to glue it to his base, so I'll have more to grip on, and it could just be easier to like twist around shit. Let's get more glittering loot, my beloved. I just really kind of surprised how quickly I attached this color. It's been really good. Also, forget I just have to, like, I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna keep the snail. I don't need the ordinary people, creative people thing, but I will absolutely keep that snail on there. Yeah, that is one thing I do like about older armies though. I find the amount of models in them really nice. Like, I have two older codices, the Chaos Space Marine ones and Space Wolves. because it was cheap and I found it. And it's just nice. You're like, what do you got? You got like your HQ, you got like 10 dudes, and like maybe like 10 dudes with heavy weapons, and then maybe like 3 dudes on bikes, and a dreadnought, and then maybe like a rhino and a predator. Like that's your entire 2,000 point army. I'm like, oh, that's nice. Yeah, like that. It's I find those point totals really, really like nice and doable. Like they look good together, but also like you can get that knocked out like at a reasonable time frame. Get your job interview. Oh, let's go. A lot of you guys are getting job interviews. I'm really happy for all of you. Hell yeah, let's go. Halbuds will continue to remain one of the most employed VTuber fan bases of all time. That might be true percentage-wise, actually, but I think it's also just because a lot of you nerds, and I skew older, so, like, you know, you got generally got, like, your shit together to some degree. I'm not gonna act like we're all got our shit together, because we're, you know, still VTuber people, but decent enough. That little light little gold tinge to that one, and then the one in the back. I can actually get a little bit of pink on the actual. I'll be fine. I brush some of these little bits and then fix the metal later. But yeah, I always thought that amount of models was really nice, because like you'd also see like the battle reports and like, you know, you just like. I do know that the battle reports from that era are like, you know, like a lot of stuff is like a very curated experience. Like not that those like were like necessarily like fake to remind you. I don't think that needs to be like over exaggerated when it like already looks pretty legit. I also, oh my god. Camera's freezing, and then there we go. Everything's frozen. Motion blur. There we go. All right. I also did something that I did somewhat on purpose is that like I gave them all this little stand so that the claw could actually be used as a support. Like this is not like the wobbliest model ever, but like. I figured if I did it this way, it would be very nice. Just because, like, you know, the more contact points you got with the base, the better. I still fucking like have flashbacks to my like what's it called? My putrid blight lords, no, my Puscoils. That they just fly around on bases that have like one connection point, and it's just absolutely fucking stupid. Like those things are gonna snap instantly. There we go. I'll let him dry a little bit. All right, Mr. Ryan Gosling, what do we need from you, buddy? What going on? Are you using black paint? You may actually be one I could glue to a base as well. What? I had like a bunch of these bases I just kind of threw together. Something like that wouldn't be bad. Yeah, let's do that. To do that, let's get his base done. And there we go. Yeah, I'm very lucky that mine haven't snapped for those, but like every time I move them, I'm like, it's the end. It's the end is in sight. So Trench Crusade, what Ryan Gosling's going to be used for? Trench Crusade has a model called an Observer, which is effectively like a there's a faction called the Holy Synod. Synod? I don't know. I think it's Synod. And basically what they're doing is that they are doing a lot of like communication bullshit and like kind of some like mysterious mystical nonsense. But the observers can like hear the voice of God. But the problem with hearing the voice of God is that God's voice is not linear. So basically, it's not like it's like Jimmy, watch out, a bullet's coming for you. Is that God speaks and it extends into all directions on time. So these people are trained to listen for the voice of God and to also interpret it, because if you know what you're doing, like you can effectively like divine the future. So like these guys are trying to do that, and then like the observers also use that on like a tactical level. So like, you know, they're harder to shoot because like, you know, they're trained well enough to like be able to like have a better chance of dodging shit. The tricky thing though is that like the training's really rough. These people basically can't sleep ever. And like between battles basically live in like a medical induced sort of like semi-coma. And so they're and in the context of the game, they're like effectively Christian mercenaries. You can put them in any, I don't know if Sultanate can take them, but you can run them at least in New Antioch and Trench Pilgrims. And it's very, very cool. I got the STL for him. Like, funny that the STL I have is not the one that they're selling right now. Initially the original Trench Crusade Kickstarter, and I say the original, like the original one, they didn't think there was going to be a game. They're just like, here's some cool models. That one took so long that they were like, yo, we're really sorry. As apology, here are STLs to the files. They're not supported. They're not guaranteed to necessarily be like great fits. But, so I had one of those. I was like, oh, cool. They're a well-trained BCA, exactly. I don't know if they can like sever and age themselves. I wouldn't be surprised. How you doing, 14 Peasants? Welcome. How you doing? I already got some paint on that palette, so I don't got to worry about that. I'll do a little bit of wood dry brushing real quick. Oh, those are the Holy Relic guys. I gotcha. I will fully admit that like my general Trench Crusade like minute setting knowledge is very weak because I feel like I'm always behind on the articles. Like I still need to read the Irie one, and then the Path of the Beast one I definitely need to read. Because that's, you know, once Path of the Beast comes out, everybody, spoilers, I'm going to be doing Path of the Beast stuff. I mean the what's it called? The Church of Metamorphosis is way more my speed, but like, you know, if it's a heretic faction, I'm probably going to do it. I like me my gross horrible lads, and they kind of serve those up real good. Oh, they talk to Dead Saints. Ah, gotcha. I love the lore of the setting. It's very it's very fun. It's a very, very fun. It's a very, very fun setting. I enjoy it so much. Oh. Okay, so we got some tarnished wood bullshit. Yeah, because that is true. Like the stuff is like really, really, really detailed to the point where I do wonder how that's going to translate to models. Like, I assume some bits are going to be toned down because, like, you know, you can only like recreate so much detail in miniature format. But still, you know, like if they even look a fraction as cool as some of the concept art, I'm going to be incredibly fucking down. Holy shit. He's got boots, which are going to be saddle brown, I guess. Sure, okay. Boot color out of 10. Well, this would be cool. I've actually been using some of my mercenaries in Trench Crusade now. The funny thing is though, like it seems like I was originally going to go in as Knights of Avarice. They were like, they are going to be my right. I like a dark skin tone brown here. Cherry brown, there we go. I was going to originally run Knights of Avarice as my campaign warband, but it seems like it's just I'm going to be running Methodius Trench Pilgrims now, which has been fun. I recently people wanted to shoot down my Shrine Anchorite because it's got big gun, right? It's got big gun, and they're like, oh, I don't like big gun. He has to die. So I got 2 glory points in my first game, and I was like, okay, what I will do is I will buy a nurse. I will use my glory. I'm not going to get anything fancy. I'm going to invest in the nurse. So that way she can heal him. And she did that. Like during the game, he got shot. I was like, I heal him. And they're like, I'm not even going to bother anymore, which is like, bueno, perfect. And I've won my second game now. I got an additional 2 glory. So now what I'm hoping to do is use, as I got me an ammo monk. And they're like little Dorcases with like a little box of like special super church ammo. That can give you more accuracy or more injury or I believe there's an option to make a blast, but I'm really looking for more accuracy because my gun's already got like 48-inch range and adds injury dice. So what that means is, assuming that it succeeds its action, my Shrine Anchorite can just fucking unload, and it's gonna be chef's kiss, beautiful, glorious, the good shit, the real good shit. Buddy, what do I do for you now? What do I do for you now? Oh, it does have shrapnel too. That's true. That shrapnel's pretty spicy. I'm 90% looking to just probably add additional what's it called? Just like more, probably more accuracy. Because then I could be like, all right, you're in cover and you're out minimum distance. That's fine. I'm still rolling flat dice, baby. Let's go. 3 shots at flat dice will probably hit at least once, and with bonus to injury dice, I'll probably still fuck shit up. But yeah, so yeah, that's how my game's been going. I'm also gonna be buying a kitted out Stigmatic Nun, and bank a little bit of my money because how I really want a second Shrine Anchorite. I really want a second Shrine Anchorite, and I'm going to bring it to I really want to make that happen. Now we're gonna go and just like that up. Oh fuck! I keep forgetting to do the little like hair tuft thing. And I'm not sure what I want to do for that. Like I could also make this like a blonde color as well. I don't know. I gotta say though, it feels really nice to be able just to grip this by the fucking base. Holy shit, it's so much nicer. You gotta actually make that. Hey, let's go. Did you get the one with the all the servitors? That would look pretty legit. I think I just think servitors are really neat, and like the armies I play, they're kind of like, you know, I know there's like tech marines that can get some servitors, but I actually don't even know if that's still a thing you can do. But like the fact that like that kill team is just like 2 guys and then they're like horde of servitors is really fun. I have not gotten farther in the call book, unfortunately. I just haven't had a good time to like sit down and read it, like, you know, listen read it since I started it up. So I think like basically when I last left off, Call was trying to do a warp jump like in system. So like all the Ultramarines are like, what the fuck is he doing? What's he doing? And then like his like little like another AdMech guy was like Archmage's Call knows what he's doing. He does the work. The machine gun just does. Oh yeah, no, that'd be spicy. I already really liked using like the machine gun with fire in Sultanate. So I could totally see just like, yeah, fuck it, we're just gonna add blast and shrapnel to this machine gun. Fuck you. Because actually, yeah, because if you do that, you can do some like, yeah, you could do that really fun combo where like, especially if you're in like, if you're in New Antioch, you could team up like a sniper with one and just have the sniper get a hit and maybe down them, and just hope eventually you could just like bloodbath skull fuck your way. Because if he's down and you hit him with one of that, it's like you get the 1 blood marker for down, 1 for the regular injury, and 1 for shrapnel. Like eventually enough bloodbaths will kill most things. You would hope. You would hope anyway. Sometimes dice have other plans, but that's like in general. We gotta get that. We gotta get that wavy bit. Oh, and also the nubbins. Yeah, I think it's because like servitors are such a weird thing in 40K. Like, I mean, like not in universe. I mean, like the way books treat them. Like sometimes you just see like a servitor is doing a thing, and like you're like, oh, you know, just like a little robot guy just doing little robot guy things. And then sometimes they're like, and then the dead hulking flesh of the servitor lift the crates. You can see his chapped ass lips and his cold dead eyes, as he puts girders into the girder pit, as is his job forever. And it's just funny because like, depending on the book, you might only get the first one. Like I feel like if someone read the entirety of the Eisenhorn books, I don't think you would realize that servitors are robots. Like I don't think people would realize. I mean, servers are like, you know, human robots, effectively. Because they're just so casually mentioned. And, like, mind you, it's because the Eisenhorn books are from Eisenhorn's perspective, and he's, like, you know, an Inquisitor. Servitors, he doesn't register them very much. But, like, it's just very funny how that works out. Alright, buddy, what are we doing? What are we doing, buddy? Okay, top part. Top part. Oh, God. I'm not speaking. I would maybe make... I do think if Newgrounds... Like, I know Newgrounds is still around, but I think if Newgrounds had, like, the same cultural relevancy, I could totally see, like, one of those doing, like, real banging on Newgrounds. Golden yellow? Like, gold brown, maybe? Yeah, yeah. There's yeah, it's either that one or like I think there's like a prominent servitor or two in Space Marine 2. Yeah, I haven't seen other VTubers react to it, but I have to. I have to imagine it's pretty funny because like a lot of them are not as fucking desensitized as I am. they're all like, "Yay, I like the Space Marine, yippee!" I mean, I don't know. A lot of them are in other factions, to be fair. That's the one thing that's still kind of nice about VTubers is that, like, you know, you get I think you do get the bit more like faction variety. You get that like kind of broader interest, which is nice. Yeah, I think making this like a bright blonde is kind of worth it. I think this worked out. I'm gonna make sure to like touch up that. There we go. And meanwhile, I was just like, I locked in hard on chaos, like real easy. Damn it. Yeah, isn't yeah? Because there's that one. There's the one. Dark Tide is the one that. Oh yeah. Oh, no. I mean, you are mentioning them. My brain just getting them all mixed up. Oh no, bolters are pretty cool. They're pretty legit. I know the thing recently for like the one that's really fucked up is like the Thalax. Which I don't think any Thalax still exist in 40k. I could be wrong, but because they were definitely more of a 30k thing. But like, man, the description of Thalax are real rough because basically they're like Thalax are like these like big, almost like dreadnought. I don't know. I forget how big they are. They like I've seen ones that are different sizes. Let's see. There we go. And like, okay, some of them are kind of like bigger. Oh, okay. So some of them are more like Terminator size boys. Yeah, they're melting from radiation. They basically like are kept. Yeah, they're basically a brain in the jar. They're in constant pain, but I think they have some of that. They're in a weird state where like servitors are basically like more or less lobotomized. They're more or less lobotomized just to do their one job. Thalax, I don't think are totally quite there. Like, because they're able to like operate like mostly independently. There we go. So I was looking for a very specific image of them. Like they're not like geniuses or anything. Well, like, you know, compared to a servitor, they're like kind of like in between. And like this is like this like and like, you know, usually you just see like a clear face, but I love this art piece of theirs though. Like it's so good. And like it is really like I have a mouth but I can't scream because it's filled with tubes. It's just like it's I think it's like subtly one of the most evocative pieces of art and like I just 30k, but you know 30-40k. Like it's just really good. It's just really good. I'm gonna put you right next to my other lad. See, I don't know. I like the Unification War as like a really vague thing. I actually think if you want to play Unification War, this is gonna be a weird idea. Basically, just use 40k minis, but play Warcry, like the Age of Sigmar skirmish game. I think that will actually just get you the Unification War game you want. Just use basically just use Stormcast for Thunder Warriors, and you're pretty much there. I think otherwise you're pretty much in the clear if you just do that. It's like, oh wait, lady bits. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it really goes hard. There's a version that like I don't believe I saved, but I wish I did, where it has like excerpts from the books that are mentioned that like they are like radiation cooking themselves when they fire their guns, and that like they're aware of what's going on, but they're like it's like something to the degree of like they were in so much pain that they lived their lives in constant agony, and the agony would fuck up their the way they operated, or they would like they like that so we just moved the pain centers. We just removed all the parts of the brain that would handle pain. And the pain's done. Cool. No pain. That's great. They are fully aware that they are encased in meat forever. That's not ideal. Hee hee. Yeah, but the loathing of like I was once a man, definitely like just go like hey, see those guys over there? See do you see those Xenos that need to be removed for compliance reasons? No, I guess no, compliances are more just against like humans. Like hey, see these people? Man, look at them, look at them kissing Xenos. Doesn't that just chap your robot ass? You should bake them with radiation. Like that's kind of like kind of what they got going on. Kinda. Like getting the I'm at that point where it's like okay, broad strokes colors are there. I'm gonna need to start getting a wee bit more. Right. There we go. Yeah. Oh god. The 30K Mechanicum is really cool, but like I already think a 30K like fucking like Space Marine army is kind of a lot of time and expensive. At the very least, like there's enough people out there. I'm gonna be honest, I would not have nearly as much 30K as I have if people didn't just go to my shop and bulk trade in like 20 unpainted like Mark 6 Marines. It's really nice to do it that way. But like no one's fucking doing that with Mechanicum. That doesn't fucking exist. And I'm sure as hell not buying one new. Dear God, I'm not. Listen. I don't got that kind of money. I think 30K Mechanicum's even more expensive. Like it's a pricey fucking army. I wouldn't be surprised regular AdMech is also like ungodly expensive. That also does not surprise me. Definitely not cheap, no. I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna do 1 drop of the Vallejo Deep Magenta. I'm gonna do 2. Hold on. Didn't I buy a flesh equivalent from? Oh yeah, I should start trying this out. I got this beige red, which I think is very fleshy in the way I wanted. I wonder if this is like the Raycar flesh equivalent or not. I swear I bought like a big one. I'll give this a go and see how it works. It's tubes all the way down. At that point, yeah, at that point. Or if you're doing, I still think I wonder between them and I guess you could use some 30K stuff for what's it called, for fucking Solar Auxilia. It's just like a wee little bit, and that would be in plastic, and that would kind of remove some of the edge, a little bit. Camera freeze? No, I was just mixing some paint. That was absolutely me just mixing some paint. There we go. This beige red, but like what the fuck? I swear I had more. I swear I got like a more bigger Raycar flesh-esque color. Could be maybe a bit brighter than I like. We'll find out. I'm gonna take this and just go print it. Okay. No, this is working. This is working it. Hey, no, it's considered it like it's because of the heat. It's so hot right now that like my little Elgato camera connector is overheating. So I don't think it's like a wrong assumption if you don't see anything happening for a while. So I would rather false alarms than not. So do not worry. Do not worry. Definitely, this is selling the more tubed flesh look, which is good. Raised areas, that little side area needs probably a little bit of a dipping. The chest is such just like a flesh and tube clusterfuck that it's just like, it's just kind of turns into like kind of just like meat slurry. The bright side that like hitting the raised areas with this though is like adding a little bit of like dimension to it, which is good. Yeah, the connection point for the neck was not was not a smooth one. I think it's because like a lot of times like the minis I'm ripping into, like they have a default head and I can't remove it cleanly. So like it always leaves like a bunch of just like gunk in there, and like the heads I want to put on there have the ball joint. Like okay, I gotta fix that later. That definitely has been pink a little while on top. I guess if it like actually if it like overlays the pink a little bit, there's like flesh growth on the pink. That's not bad. Not bad actually. Oh, I love this lad. This lad turned out great. I'm very happy with the progress of the lad. Probably dry brush some of the chest. That's probably not super necessary. There we go. Get that tube spaghetti and meat sauce. Molto bene. Oh, he's also got like the side tubes and stuff like that too. Yeah, I hope it's not too hot tomorrow though, because I do want to get some mini stuff done. I think ideally I would like to get my desk clean. And if to do that, I have 2 apothecaries, the Gorka Morka guy. I keep forgetting. I was cleaning my desk and I forgot I'd started on this. It's Pompompudine? Because I thought it would be I found an STL of him and I thought it'd be funny to put him in the trenches. It's actually like reasonably far along. Like this probably wouldn't take too long to finish up. I should scoot him next to Ryan Gosling so I don't lose track. Like that's how my brain works sometimes. Like sometimes my brain literally just sees an STL. I'm like, I really shouldn't download this. However, and then I proceed to do so. And then I add its nonsense to the pile. At least I could use him as a trench pilgrim. I don't even know how I'd begin to explain that, because like I've seen the brain damage pump up like Tim and Cinnamon Roll like affect the brain chemistry of some people in a way I've never seen anything else do so. It's like I'm fascinated. I'm fascinated of just like the like I've seen people just like go ape shit over those. They throw some crackle paint on their face. Hey, let's go. Hell yeah. Maybe up and run. Do what you do. So basically, it's just gonna. What I just need to do is I clearly just need to start on that project where I convert my dreadnoughts into Marat Gauls, because I can turn them into Daemon Princes as well, because they're big 60mm base like demonic flapper guys. So. Very cute. Ooh, yeah, let's go. I think at one point I had a couple lists I was building towards. Now that's kind of like, part of me is also like, maybe I should just wait till the next edition comes out to see how much, like, I've seen some of the changes that seem like pretty legit. I think a lot of the general changes I've seen, like very, very light stuff, like on paper seem cool, but I've never also played 30K proper, so like I don't know how they like really spill out. To be fair, I think Meister, I think 30K is specifically like bigger point totals. Like that's just kind of like a regular. I know, I know that's sort of the like unofficial default amount. Though I know people do smaller. I really like those like they're definitely using like fan rules, but those like 500 to 600 point list model like people do like little like events with those size armies, and I really like those. Really like those. Especially because there's so much smaller, people make like really like bespoke like little forces for them, and it's just like all the artistry behind that is just. Oh guys, the flesh. Oh, the flesh is turning out great. Love to see it. Love to see the flesh. Oh yeah, I guess also supplementing with 40k knights does help a lot. To be fair, not in like a bad way, like you didn't do it right, but like yeah, no, that I could definitely see that like a way more approachable goal. Holy shit. I guess I could mix my knights within my like I forget so I know Chaos Knights exist in 30k, but I don't feel like they fell to corruption that quick. As in, like, you know, you would just have, like, Traitor Knights, and they wouldn't be like, it's me, man covered in, a knight covered in, like, a million screaming souls or whatever. I could be wrong on that, though. I like that knowledge, because I know, like, Emperor's Children Word Bearers went pretty hard in the paint. Death Guard were fine until Typhus pulled one on them. And then for the most part, the rest weren't that fucked up. I think the Sons of Horus, like, were starting to get a little fucked up, too. I think you still had like a decent amount of the heretics that were just like, well, we're just fallen Marines that are just very weird. Which I think is one of the reasons I like the Word Bearers though, because they just go crazy. Typhus is another one. Like I'm such a like I'm not an apologist for characters like Erebus and Typhus. It's like apologist would imply that like I'm like they didn't do anything wrong. They did. I can't be mad at Typhus though. Like I can't, like he also got what he wanted. He was hated for being a half Xeno and then also being a Psyker. And now he's rocking on the galaxy on a ship powered by farts doing the will of Nurgle and just subjugating just like thousands of planets. Like I like Typhus like so okay, here's the champions. You got Karn the Eternal, who is just mostly just a frothing berserker who, like, you know, prior to the end of the heresy was an articulate thinking man who fell. Lucius the Eternal is basically just made to job forever. Araman's actually got some shit going on, and like, you know, he fucked up and he's kicked out of the proper Thousand Sons. Like, you know, he's got like a book series and stuff like that. Typhus won. Typhus is the Chaos Champion that's doing the best. He's having probably objectively the best time. The reason my glue was in my lap. I'm like I don't need to keep the glue warm. What's happening here? There we go. Let's see. What do we want to do now? What do I want to do? I need the occasional, like, little itty-bitty bit. But yeah, no, I think Typhus made up pretty good. Yeah, it's just like 40k is just like never-ending chains of daddy issues that just go all the way back. It's just that thing. It's just daddy issues all the way down. The Emperor doesn't even have to be your daddy for the daddy issues to activate. It's just funny how that works out. But to be fair, Typhus, I guess technically, though, the first captains, a lot of them were like, you know, a lot of first captains were people who were just grew up with the Primarchs and stuff. So I might be being a little unfair by saying they got daddy issues. Yeah, no, Gelman had the most like loving family out of the Primarchs, and look what happened to him. You know, Gelman got his shit together. Maybe they start doing. Where's my good stipple pro? Oh yeah, just hold on. I just bought a brush today. Oh, it's way too big. I went to my hobby shop, like the one that's not a game store, but that's just like kind of general purpose. And I picked up a brush, like a weathering brush. It's still way too big for what I want to do. Mostly got it for, to be fair though, I mostly got it for terrain, so I'm not like super bothered by this. You get another people. Yeah. Dorn also had like a micro empire. Like he had the phalanx. I think the phalanx was already his by that point and was like restarting stuff. Yeah, I know, right? Did the murder nails send poor old Angron astray? I don't know. But yeah. It's like he had a pretty, like, Dorn had a pretty good upbringing, and he had like a family that loved them. Did he had like a grandfather that gave him like a blanket or something like that he cherished? It's like something like that. There was like something like that. Build a little bit of the splotchy little red highlighty bitties. Here as well. I find that like good, like amount of like this highlight red just to kind of like hit on some of these areas and stuff like that. Yeah, no, Angron had a rough time. No, Angron is like genuinely like very sad. Like him and Kurz were just kind of fucked. Like they were just kind of fucked. You know, like Fulgrim, and then like Fulgrim had like a, I forget how his like Perturabo technically had like a good family too. I mean, I don't know. His dad was like, you should make a bunch of cool murder machine. Fine, I guess so, Dad. I do want to read Purdy's book though. I do want to read Purdy's book because I heard it's really fun. I'm currently going to do the two call books and then probably do Caiaphas Cain because I got like the first 3 of them maybe. Trying to fuck with that point. Yeah, it's, I don't know. I do find it funny that like the Big E fucked up so many of his sons that people were like, there's a theory that he knew that heresy was going to happen and did it on purpose. You're like, okay, bud, okay. I don't think I've ever heard anything that like directly confirms this. It just seems to be a fan theory based entirely on Cope. And how you doing, Spork? How you doing? Welcome. What's your favorite fan theory based entirely on Cope? Currently working on this lad. I'm gonna start like bringing some of the colors up. See if I can like use a slightly brighter red and just kind of like build up some layers. Just a theory, a game theory. Isn't that guy like there was like a U.S. task force thing or whatever for like online creators that happened? Isn't Matt Pat like part of that? No, he's not the game theory guy, is he? I don't know. I just know the guy who fucking gave the Pope a copy of Undertale, I think, is now like technically a political figure, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Like with reality, with life itself. What is this? Pat, there we go, yeah. Yeah, Sevatar apparently had a fun time. Then Sevatar died, but then like fucking Kurz was like, haha, he didn't die. Like, but also, you know, everybody knows Kurz is the most reliable narrator. For sure. I've actually never seen a single MatPat video. I just always knew him as the guy that like gave the Pope Undertale, and that was kind of like a thing that was memed on for. Like, he might actually do good videos. I don't know. Like I don't know. He's kind of in that like same nebulous era of like Markiplier, where it's like I only know him through people talking about him, and I'm sure he's fine enough at his own like niche or whatever. I just have no real like not that context for him. I didn't give him too much. Pretty quick and easy. Using this brush that has definitely seen better days for sure. Was he the nihilist in that kind of like the kid with his sunglasses, like nothing matters? I'm trying to add more color to that one heel, I guess. I don't know why. I think it's just because it's really prominent. Okay, also need to get some of the. I also dry brush some of the leg bits. I can slowly build up as many colors as I want. To drink sometimes. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I can see like during like peak Minecraft, like a drunk Minecraft stream would do pretty well. Or Deadpool might be Ernest Hemingway. You'll need to explain the context for that one because I feel like that one has some layers to it. Because I mean not that like I would dislike the theory, because I mean I still really enjoyed that one video where they explained that like Snowpiercer and Willy Wonka are in the same universe. Like I like that one decent enough, so I could see people doing this similar premise, having some fun. Welcome back, Vtuber. Welcome. Currently, I'm just going around and just like layering paint, especially on this one leg. By God, this is, if I have my druthers, this leg will be the most beautiful blended leg I've ever painted. Which I'll take it. I'll take it. There we go. Yeah, yeah. Oh, like it was basically somebody I was like, okay, this is bullshit. This is a bullshit theory. Like, I don't actually believe this, but I think I have enough evidence in Snowpiercer to convince people that it's in the same universe as Willy Wonka. Like, he articulated his points like pretty well. Like it was a fun video. It was a fun video because, like, you know, I think it also helped that he was just kind of like, yeah, like this is just like a thought exercise, but like one I'm just gonna go like real buck wild on, so strap in. And I was like, okay, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. Some like horn damage bullshit back here. There we go. Thank you for that, Petsport. Thank you. Yeah, exactly, 14. It was surprisingly well put together. Okay. This guy's also like a good test for some of the, like, because I don't think I got to this highlight stage in the noise marines. Like, I think it's starting to. This guy, I was starting to do like a similar sort of red thing to like this little like demon pauldron bit. There we go. I painted one noise marine piece. There we go. Bye. We're talking about, there's a video basically saying that like, hey, this is not true, but I think I could convince you that Snowpiercer and Willy Wonka take place in the same universe. Can I start with the skin? Usually I do succubus skin. Oh, did I like? Okay, I mean, I guess I could go lighter. I guess I could go lighter on the skin. I really like succubus skin as a base, though. Yeah. Actually, hold on, let me mix a little bit of that and a little bit of this. I think some of these skin, like the Vallejo skin tones, are good, but I think sometimes like they need a little help. Yeah, let's use this. I put that. Having a moment where I can't remember if I use the skin tone I usually use on the cloak or not, because I can't find the paint. Oh, I need to do a paint organizing thing later this week when I'm working on stuff. Boy, I need. It's quite a headbat collection, hell yeah. Ah. Wait. What do you mean the phrase, and ultimately Hemingway and Wolverine hung out a lot? I don't necessarily disagree with any of the other bits. I just feel like that point was just like really, oh, okay, no, hold on, I think I did use some of this. Neat, I did. Let's go. You just kind of like casually dropped that at the very, very, very end. Which, I mean, I keep forgetting that like also that like Wolverine is like a nigh immortal like world traveler. Because I saw the one. God, there was that one movie. Like, was it just called The Wolverine, where he was like he rescued like a Japanese World War II soldier's life, and that guy was like remembered him. And then later he's like, "Yeah, I gotta steal your mortality from your Wolverine. I know you did me a real solid with the atomic bomb, but Hemingway found his claws quite charming." Yeah, see, that's the thing I was thinking it was going to be like. I just find that aspect of Wolverine because like it's very funny because a lot of Wolverine's like, yeah, I'm like a cool guy with like weapon claws, and also like I'm a haggard immortal more or less. How you doing, balls deep in a glass of milk? Wait, what 3D model do you have from it? Oh, that. Hell yeah, how you doing? I'm working on some word bearer stuff. Word bearer by way of Slanesh nonsense. I'm pretty good. Really, right now the plan is to like layer on skin bullshit. There we go. Oh, you got the tip. Oh, that's okay. That's pretty legit. That's pretty legit. That should. Oh wait. Isn't that the one there was like the Deadpool that just didn't have like a mouth for some reason? I remember that was a vaguely that was a very weird thing. It's just kind of a weird choice because like, you know, Deadpool's kind of famous for his like dialogue, and like how do we recreate that? Isn't that guy also played by Ryan Reynolds? Like he just kind of was two different variations of Deadpool. I also saw a video recently that like showed that like Deadpool might be the origin of people saying unalived. Someone found like some clip of him saying it in like the like X-Men Evolution cartoon, or like it was like I think or whatever cartoon was X-Men in like 2012. That showed him talking to Spider-Man, was starting to like, yeah, we should unalive this guy, and Spider-Man's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And like, yeah, he's like, I can't say kill. But he didn't say actually kill. He's like, I can't say the K word, so we're gonna unalive him. I'm like, holy shit. Jesus Christ. He's ground zero for that. That's buck wild. This is actually going really good for this kind of effect I'm going for the cloak. I found I could just kind of like build the skin layers and just kind of make it like little splotchy bits, but kind of not really. Keep it like relatively moist, but also not too moist. I think the thing that like honestly my recent improvements as a painter is just getting like better like consistency, like painting consistency. I know I still do a lot of my paints really wet and watery and stuff like that. I've been noticing I've been getting some like way better results for like some highlighty stuff like this. Sorry, I just got hit with the big hiccup. I was like, oh god, what the fuck? That was a lot for me. I also do think I don't know if it's really super apparent. I've done it a bit thicker for the other guys, like the other noise marines and stuff, where you take a bit of like glue, like super glue, and you take like a brush you don't give a shit about, and you kind of like poke it onto the thing to add like a little bit of like flesh texture. It's not super obvious. Also, I was just talking about how I just got good because I think it's because I didn't rub it off on my hand. Okay, I did a little fuck up bit. I did the exact same thing I said I was not going to do anymore. Just gotta be a bit more aware of what I'm doing. Yeah, I just gotta start like rubbing more paint off on my hand before I do that, because that does seem to get me like the better consistency bit that I do. Up in there. And the interior I don't really gotta fuck with either, because I'm going to apply a blood effect, which is always fun, because I can just apply a blood effect and then that's it. I don't gotta do anything special. So Steve, have yourself a good night. Take it easy, yo. Have a good rest. Have a good rest. What I want to do is take another drink. I don't remember all about the Colossus execution. It's been a while since I watched like any of those like Wolverine movie. Oh, there we go. How you doing, Scrotus? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? I've been working on my Lord Kakophonist. Actually, didn't turn out pretty legit. His back looks really good, except for like, you know, we got some like splotchy little bits that are gonna need to be picked up on. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Scrotus has been like around a decent amount. I'm surprised you haven't heard that one yet. I've just decided to live my life by just like going like full chicken for like names that are weird. Like, you know, with the usual big fucking asterisk if somebody tries to like make me say some like racist shit or whatever. Like anything that would get me deplatformed, I'm gonna be like, nah. Yeah, that's fine. That's important. We had balls deep in a glass of milk. We still got balls deep in a glass of milk. The trend is certainly there. Yeah, I'm going to be using buff. Just pretty animal pups. Probably even not going to be that much of a highlight with this, actually. Yeah, you're here. Yeah, see, there we go. Okay, so it's adding a little bit of highlight. I think a lot of the highlight is really going to shine through come probably the enamel wash whenever the fuck that happens, because till then we're not getting like crazy shit. So like a little bit, like apparently just like right up in there. Like it is like just, oh, there we go. Oh yeah, I put a little test drop which I can use. Love to see it. Love to see it. Let's just. Sorry about that cough. I will say though, I've barely been coughing today, so I think I'm almost fully cured of like whatever week-long cold I had or whatever. It was real nuts. See, okay, I think that's a good idea. But I also think you should do it like a VTuber debut. So you do like make a Twitter account, make some sort of like really like ominous, like, are you going to be there for the day? Like just like really hype it up, and then do your plan, and then do people and then do the countdown so people will think like the debut's happening. And then you're just like, bam. You hit him with that, and then you close stream, and then from that point on, you know, season the taste, do what you want. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there's like little fleshy, furry bits back there that I will just never be able to reach. One day I will. I believe in you. Do not worry. Oh. Debating doing like a little bit for the eye. Very likely what I want to do for the eyes is just wait till it's done and then just like hit it with like an itty bit of white, and then probably do some like glow effects around there. I got this guy already. Yeah, the gun. Oh yeah, the guns never got dry brush. I can dry brush the sides of the guns and then rebuild up the layers. I just stuck my finger directly in paint. Like, is paint wet? Luckily it wasn't. Witness the start of a on July 27th. Are your balls ready? There we go. Perfect. Hey man, that's free real estate. You don't gotta credit me for that one. You could just use that one. There, I think it's a bit heavier than I would like for this dry brush layer. The angles. There we go. Now that that's done, I can. I'm gonna do any like more bits. There we go. Oh yeah, guess what? I can let that dry a little bit. Also, my boy Ryan Gosling, I can now glue him to his base, which is a very kind of whatever. I think I might put some like barbed wire on the front or something like that at some point. Get you some glue, Mr. Gosling. Maybe someday I'll run you. I don't know. There's a relic in Trench Crusade called the Horn of Joshua, which costs 9 glory. So it's like basically you gotta like save and or like get really lucky for that one. And its ability is you choose a piece of terrain that's like 8 inches by 8 inches. Who the model is holding the Horn of Joshua, and you explode it. The terrain just ceases to be. You detonate the terrain. It's gone. And then anything that was standing on that terrain before it detonated, it immediately takes a free injury roll. It's like one of those things that's like my brain is like, whoa, cool, but I'm also like, it's like when you look at like a D&D character and you see the like level 20 ability and you're like, oh, sick. And then like realizing that like, you know, I'll probably never get to that point. I don't see that happening like at all, but what if it does? Like I said, there's that little twinkly sparkle of I guess cope. I don't know. I don't know if the best mood to say for that is. If I get another layer on that golden. Every time I do like a couple of wipes on my glove, it comes out at the exact right like moisture level. I just need to do that forever. I just gotta. Oh, I didn't even get the tip. Okay, I got like the back of the hair and like. Yeah, what I did is I layered it on top of the boombox specifically so that way is like, you know, this was not part of the original plastic. Like this is actually from the original Chaos Lord, that little top knot. I was like, okay, I would like to keep that as like a little like, oh, that was part of the original model. God damn it. So I was like, okay, so if I glue it to the speakers, it'll be way sturdier. No tip, all shaft. But yeah, so I did it that way, and it like made sense. But now I got also like I actually painted the hair like gold, so I gotta like separate that a little bit. Doesn't seem as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Overall, I was way more. I don't know. It's like originally I was like, this model seems fine, and then I started painting it. I was like, oh no, and then I've came around. I've came around now. I'm like pretty jazzed about the lad. Definitely gonna need another stream. I don't know if I'll do that again next week or I alternate. You know, I do also have like the Sunday stream. I could just say fuck it, we're gonna finish him on Sunday. Maybe we'll find out. I still gotta search my house to see if I can find the Stigmatic Nun stuff. I know I printed out some Stigmatic Nun stuff. I gotta get it like primed and ready for this Air your nuts. Exactly. My neurons are activating. Neurons are activating for the worse. Cool. Head wrap could use a little, just like a little bit more to tippy top. Do you think maybe one thing I might do is just like if I use just the beige, if I just use this pink beige on the flesh bits, because like, you know, the flesh bit seems pretty legit. I mean, I got plenty. I don't know about you nerds. There we go. So let's see if I use just like the like this is just like the light fleshiest pink. Really thin that bad boy out. There we go, just like it looks pretty good. I think it just still needs a little bit more definition. Yes, there we go. I don't think I need to go like hard in the paint for this, but like. Oh, some of these tubes also got that like stupid little thing where there's like a little like vent in there. I don't know what's the best way to say that. Like the little exposed thing. Yeah, I think I have like 3 versions of Tetris on my playlist. It's just like a really catchy song. I got the funny thing is the first version I heard was the fucking hard bass version, and I was like, oh, that guy didn't make this song, did he? This is that one's also a cover. But yeah. I feel like I don't know if I've heard any of Evil Neuro's karaoke. I think I've heard regular Neuro. She did a cover of the God, was it? I have not played Dead or Alive 5. I have not played Devil May Cry 5. I just know like I've been on the internet. I've heard Virgil's theme, and she did a cover of Virgil's theme that I was like, this is reasonably legit sounding. Like I don't think I put it on like a playlist or anything. But yeah, so like those funky little AIs can sing. They can sing pretty well. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the more I hit it with this beige color. Little fucking robot body is an evil song. Is it? I mean, that's an excellent song. Holy shit! I mean, at least from the title alone, that's an excellent song title. Let's cut this off. I think I did. Yeah. You got the song name wrong. Oh, it better be better, because if it's not as cool as that name you just gave me, I'm gonna be disappointed. That was a really strong start. That's a really strong name, just like right off the bat. And on the edges, but like. Also, possible that like maybe I need like a more like white highlight. I guess I do have like a pale flesh tone that I could run this over if I just wanted to get it like even paler. I don't know. I think for the I don't know. The pink flesh looks pretty legit. But I also think just like if I can build this up to like I need the belly stuff. I can build this up to more of like a sickly white. The goal. Crazy fucking robot. Oh, there we go. You know what? That's just that's still pretty good. That's still pretty good. I'm not disappointed by that revelation. Tidbits. I'm gonna watch this guy. I don't know when the fuck that's. I gotta like. I think it's like I gotta touch up like the guns and everything, but I'm like, ooh, I like highlighting gross meat. It's like this is like a relative. I don't know. I was about to say like relatively normal Chaos Space Marines, as I say, with a claw arm and 2 left arms, but like he's not like that much of a horrid flesh beast. But the horrid flesh beast parts are the stuff that I like to paint. Put it on there, and there we go. No, that's true. Yeah, the more I highlight, the more it sticks out in like a really good way, which is there we go. Demon X concept album. That would be a bitchin' concept album for sure. Clear that song, sorry. Wait, just so wait, was that like an already existing song that just kind of got like Evil Neuro's like that's mine now, or because oh boy, I hope that was an existing song, because that sounds excellent. That's true. Like if you told me that was the guy, what's the guy who did like the look at my horse, like the Weebles. I could totally believe that or like a Jonathan Colton song. Both those I feel like would be appropriate. A little bit of dry brushing on the horns. Definitely need to like touch up the backs of the horns a bit, but like otherwise not too bad. Snow. I'm gonna have to listen to this now. Not right now, but like just like in the future. Okay. It's like I see a video from like 5 years ago, and apparently they liked it because I'm seeing like mention that like it was part of like a like on their channel or whatever. I do have to imagine if you just make like a really weird song and then later on like someone big picks it up, you're like, oh shit. Oh. Wait, it's playing Tetris again. Wait. Hold on. Oh! Oh, my randomizer stopped when I had to reset my PC. Oh, that'll do it. That'll do it. Oh. Okay. Gun. Need to highlight gun. I need a way smaller brush to highlight gun. Oh, I guess it's gonna be it. Things with their own chest. Gotcha. Neuro and crew are one of those things that like I'm aware of, and like every now and then I'll see something from them. Like, oh, that's neat, and then like I'll forget about it. But yeah, I kind of forget that they're like a huge kind of like institution of VTubing. Sometimes I'm very disconnected from like what's considered like normal for indies, which is like interesting. Just seeing just like people's hauls and stuff from like what's it called, like Offguy and stuff. A lot of them were people I knew, to be fair though. Also, I think I continuously underestimate how big Maid Mint is as a VTuber. Like she's her. I also could just be like, this also could be a thing that like the people I follow also just really like Maid Mint. Like cosplayers and like beer with her ass on it and stuff like that. Like honestly, I gotta step up my game. I need elf alcohol to be real. I need someone to make some horrible fucking like I guess you can't really do Jaeger because Jaeger is like a very specific thing and also like a very specific brand. I don't know. I guess you could do like an herb beer. Sounds terrible. I don't know what you would do. Like considering that my favorite alcohol is fucking Jaeger. I did like soju though, but like I don't think I can like really like, soju's not really like a brand thing for me. Like, you know. So yeah, that honestly, paint water is what I really want to be like if I ever get like a Gamer Subs flavor. If I ever get a Gamer Subs flavor, I want it to be paint water. I want it to be paint water. I want it to be fucking gray. I want it to be gray. Ideally, I would love if they could randomize the flavor. I don't know. I feel like that's probably like a ludicrous ask. Someone be like, hey, can you make a drink where the flavor is just entirely randomized? But maybe it's probably better just to do it like if you ever saw those white Laffy Taffies. They're like, what flavor is it? Laffy Taffy flavor. Messerschmitt springs to mind. Oh, I don't know anything about Messerschmitt. I was not aware that there was big Jaeger lore. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Hey, it's all good, Meister Miller. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, I don't think they can dumb mystery flavor either, but oh, I want them to. I want them to. I'm still torn. Like, I'm looking at the pauldrons, and part of me is like, I almost feel like the gold on the little like thingies. That's fine. But I think I might touch up the. I think I might give them actually like different. Oh! Somebody made their own Jaeger with hookers and blackjack, and did Jaeger just fucking just like obliterate them? I'm actually gonna paint them gray. Weirdly enough, I actually think the gray would like look good for them. Hear me out. Too late. It's too late now. I mean, I could always, I could go. I also could do different color pauldrons too, because Slaanesh. That's the fun thing about Slaanesh is you can actually just like a lot of times there's like like reasonable design decisions, and you can't just say like fuck it. You know that reasonable idea you had? Nah. Think this. I could also just do a proper black too. I'm gonna try to proper black, but I do think the idea is there. Well, see, I was doing gray on the arms, but I could also do. I guess it really depends on like. Okay, what if I took this like deep ocean blue? I mixed it with the dark gray. Let me try that real quick. I'm gonna do a little bit of paint alchemy here. I don't know if this is gonna be a great idea or not. Oh, herbal schnapps. Hey, there we go. I'm glad they're still doing their own thing. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Okay, so they mix together into like a funky blue-gray. I wanted to like highlight that, I guess. I don't know how I feel about this. Because previously I was doing that thing where it's like you use black and then you highlight with the blue. I was like, can I use that with the gray? I mean, and it works, but it also just makes it more blue than anything. Yeah, no, I think even yeah, that's still kind of overpowered. Yeah, I'll do gray. I'll do black. Do black for these, and then I can highlight with that. Oh, yo, let's go. Ooh, yeah, getting some vintage models. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Are you doing a specific god, or are you doing just kind of like big old god mix? I guess big old god mix was kind of more common anyway in like fantasy. There we go. Be careful with the black so I don't like lose any of the trim. Yeah, and then I can highlight later with that blue, and then that'll look nice. Yippee! Let's go! You're a bottle. Hey, let's go! I'll have to check that later. And if I ever just like, I've been enjoying regular Jaeger too much. I should get some off-brand Jaeger. I would be curious to see how it tastes. Like again, I don't know if I taste tested if I'd really notice a huge amount. Still good. Really worried that I destroyed the trim. Like this one. This has got like a weird. So the other one doesn't fit nearly as flush as this one on the pauldron. I think it's just because like the kind of like slapdash nature of this Kitbashed to like some like. One pauldron snapped in like nice tight fit. Like this is technically the proper pauldron. This other one was like there's like the meat. The meat was definitely like the filler just to kind of like hide the fact that its angle was a little jank. Maybe I should go back and like replace the gray on the arms with black as well. I don't know. I just need to think if I want to fuck around with small. Tomorrow, if I want to work on some other models instead, as like a nice break. The best perks. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, doing Chaos Undivided for something like that makes a lot more sense because, like, you know, if you wanna like fuck around and like don't want to lose out on options. I guess it's always fun to if you want to do like a specific hero as like a dedicated to a specific god because, like, you know, if you need to swap out the hero, that's not that big of a deal. One model versus like the entire army. Hey, there we go. Lad. I think with that, get a little bit more pauldron nonsense, and then probably good time to wrap. This started pretty good. This started pretty legit. I think areas of work, the guns, and then the gun arms probably need to be switched over to black. There's, I think, occasional little bits. If you're wondering why I'm not painting this, is once again, I'm going to probably wait till the enamel hits, and then I'm going to highlight that with, like, make that white, and then use that for, like, I want to do, like, a big green glow tube for no reason. Like, for some reason, like, the backpack is, like, sucking in sound, and then, like, double fire sound. I don't know. Chaos! But yeah, I think with that, let's, go to the chatting screen. Oh. Why did I do that? Thanks for coming, everybody. I had a lot of fun. Schedule-wise, tomorrow we will be watching a movie, specifically Final Fantasy Kingsglaive, which is a movie that I know I've seen and I vaguely remember liking to some degree. To some degree, I remember like enjoying Kingsglaive, so that should be fun. Thursday, I'm going to be doing Silent Hill 3 to completion, and then probably just finish up with some Void War nonsense. Then on Saturday, maybe finish XCOM? I don't know. Maybe we'll find out. And then on Sunday, I will be doing some mini painting. I'll probably be doing a what's it called? How you doing, Furrow? Oh shit! Welcome everybody. Welcome. If you do not know me, I'm Harbernot the Mimic Elf. I'm a miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle game variety. How was Dark Tideo? Sorry, I was just wrapping up. I was gonna say on Sunday I'm gonna be painting a Stigmatic Nun, so I'm gonna cut the YouTube people off. Thanks for coming, YouTube people. Bye, YouTube people. Bye bye. Yeah.